You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
What up? Episode. Oh, I guess y'all didn't hear me. What up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Episode 352 in the house. Ready to do what we do. Well, what's going on this week, y'all? I tell you, college football season is winding down. We got playoff news to talk about, NFL news to talk about. We got Danny Dimes news, Dalton Connect news. We got Embiid, Sixers, Jets doing some things inside the NBA. Chris said we got a variety of things to talk about today. It's just been that kind of week in sports. I'm glad no hockey stuff came up. No boxing took a little rest this week. So basically just a lot of stuff going on in the three top sports. Well, it's a lot to talk about. Can't wait to get to it. Episode 352. Let's do what we do. Fellas, Coach, Armani, Real. Let's get it, baby.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Red and Coach are coming to you live from the ATL. Shout it. Giving you real sports talk because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen?
Real sports knowledge.
Sports knowledge. So hang out with your boys. Red, Coach, Armani will be back at some point for episode 352. And as is our sports custom, we'll turn our sports attention to our numerologist, Coach Patrick Thomas, to give us something or someone, as he just got off the phone with somebody for episode 352. What you got for us, Coach?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Number 352 comes from a man who was basically considered one of the best linebackers of all time, even though he played for that team that I shall remain nameless. But hey, he impacted the sport in many ways, on the field and off the field. He was a three-time leader in solo tackles. And like I said, when you saw him on the field, you knew that he was coming. You wasn't going to miss him during the game because he was going to make an impact during the game. For 352, three-time tackle leader, number 52, Raymond Earl Lewis for that team on the other side of Maryland. You know, I'm not going to call their name. They got a bird for a mascot, but we'll move on. Ray Lewis, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. At least you showed some love to the Baltimore Ravens, and rightly so, even though you didn't want to say Baltimore and you didn't want to say the Ravens. Ray Lewis definitely deserves 52 recognition. No diggity, no doubt. Proud of you for putting aside your Steelers bias for at least one Saturday. Well done. Well done. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this for you, Coach. Oh, it won't play. Oh, my bad. Guess it didn't want you. Oh, here it is.
You, baby.
All right, there you go. All right, welcome everybody to episode 352 of the Red and Red Sports Show. It's good to have you on today. Looks like some folk are already ready in Revenite Nation as we welcome you, and it looks like our officers are already in place. Joe Black, what's going on, brother? Glad to have you. Sister Harris, good morning to you. The VP is in the building, ready to slam down the gavel for another explosive, not fire, but explosive episode of the Red and Red Sports Show. Revenite Nation, let's do that thing. Let's go. All right, love the energy, VP. Let's see. Killer pick, Coach. So the VP is giving you a thumbs up for your Ray Lewis. The president is in the building as he's coming to us live from the bareback riding Brontosaurus Brigade in Dinosaur, Colorado. Be safe about that. Be safe about that. How far is that from Boulder? How far is that from Boulder? That's the question. Maybe you can catch up with Prime Time and expose them to some dinosaurs out there in Colorado.
You know, I think that's a real city too, Dinosaur, Colorado.
It might be. It just might be. As we get ready to start the show, can you do us a favor and do your Facebook friends a favor? Like and share. Let somebody know what you're watching on this morning. Who knows? Your share might bring somebody into Revenite Nation. Your share might literally brighten up someone's day. So go ahead on, hit that like button, share, so we can add on to the great excitement that we have in the Red and Rev Sports Show. With that being said, let's get ready to move forward with our dope, nope, and cope. The VP said it's a stone age distance from Boulder, Colorado. The president gave us an accurate amount, 307 miles from Boulder. All right. With that being said, Red, I'm going to start with you, man. What are you doping on?
Me? Okay. What am I doping on this morning? You know what? I was gonna dope on something you guys were talking about earlier when I came on, but I felt that would be a little watered down since you guys were hating on it. So I'll go with I'm gonna talk about George Pickens, but I'll go with Colorado. I'll go with Colorado landing the number 2 pick, number 2 quarterback in the country, because I know a lot of folks are wondering what's Deion's next move, especially with his son about to become a professional athlete. But when you land a number 2 quarterback in the country, and this Julian Hill, I think, man, that's a viable. What'd you say?
Julian Lewis.
Julian Lewis, my bad, coach. Julian Lewis. Thank you. Julian Lewis. That's a viable replacement for Shador. I mean, that kid, for everything I'm hearing, all the videos we've both been seeing, that kid is the truth. And to get a replacement like that for your Heisman leading candidate, about to be an NFL pro, son, Shador, well, if that's not something that'll get you to stay in Colorado, I don't know what it is. So good job, Prime. Good, your recruiting is getting better and better each year. You're landing, top recruits in the country, number 2 quarterback in the country. Man, I mean, really don't get no better than that unless you got number 1. But dope for Colorado for stepping up in the shooting game. Boom.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Armani, what's your dope for this week?
My dope for this week is coming out of the Buzz City. Charlotte LaMelo Ball hitting that crazy 3 from the half court and then leading his team on to victory versus the Pistons, having 36 points, 9 assists, and I think 7 rebounds. So, hey, LaMelo, keep doing your thing, man. Happy to have you back. I like the backcourt you and Braxton Miller got. So just keep doing your thing, man. Hey, we can get a winning streak. They can get a winning streak going. Come on now. Hey, we need something to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
He's Brandon Miller, not Braxton.
My bad. Brandon Miller. I'm thinking about the Ohio State guy. My bad.
I thought you were thinking about the Jamie Foxx show, Braxton, for a minute. All right. Go ahead, Coach. What are you doping on, sir?
My dope moment goes to my dog. Y'all know him, Russell Westbrook, who picked up his 200th career triple-double coming off the bench. 12 points, 14 assists, 12 rebounds. Great job, Russ. Get your assists while you can, get your triple-doubles. And it led to a win. Last night they lost, but hey, you did good in that win. 200 career triple-doubles. Russell Westbrook.
Awesome.
So Coach did not keep Russell Westbrook in the dead. We ain't heard nothing about Russ all week, all season long. So Coach still got a Russell Westbrook Love Jones. Okay, all right. I'm glad to see it. Okay. Because Coach loves hard, and we hadn't heard much about Russ. And then all of a sudden, he finally does something that was newsworthy. And Coach said, let me show Russ I still got a Love Jones for him. I got you, Coach. All right, man. That's awesome. Let me give you a gift.
Awesome.
I got to give you 3 for that one. Because I thought Russ has been abandoned, neglected, but Coach said, no, I'll just wait for him to do something. And he brought him out the dead. All right. All right, Coach. Love you, man. Love you. Show the love. All right. I'm doping on the fact that the Denver Broncos finally got a real quarterback in Bo Nix. Who knew?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Who knew that their rise would not be by way of Russell Wilson, but by Bo Nix? and they are balling, have a chance to make the playoffs, even with Russell Wilson's dead money on their cap. So big ups to Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. And there's another reason why I'm pumping up Bo Nix. I need you in fantasy football tomorrow because my main quarterback is on a bye week. So I'm hoping, even though you probably won't watch the show, that because I'm giving you my dope moment, you're going to play very dopely, if you will, tomorrow as we're getting near the playoffs for fantasy football. So there was a little bit more to my madness in bringing up Bo Nix on today. But go ahead, Bo. Show them you don't need no Russ. You need a Bo to be the starting quarterback. Is Russell's twin okay? You all right, twin?
Hey, they 8-3. I'm just saying. It's cool.
Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear. That 8-3 is not all on Russell's shoulders.
He the quarterback though. He's the quarterback.
4 of those wins came from another quarterback.
It don't matter.
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear. All right, Russell's twin. What are you noping
on? I'm noping on this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. So here's my thing, right? First of all, Tyson, listen, you almost 60, man. You had no business fighting this 28, 29-year-old dude. And then it seemed like you lost your legs in the second round. It was over in the second round, let's be clear. And then on top of that, Netflix, don't host another fight ever. Us and the rest of the next people that have Netflix cannot watch the fight clearly and on time. So Netflix, please don't host no more UFC fights, boxing matches, no more fights. Stick to movies and shows. That's it.
Oh, come on!
Coach, what do you know about sir? I'm sorry, Red. Go ahead, Red.
You good.
Hold on, Coach.
You good.
Red, go ahead.
No, you good. You good.
All right, go, Coach.
My no moment goes to, and I tried to get this guy a pass and try to be one of his last supporters. But last night at the 76ers game, Nets game, somebody made a big save on a pass, and they passed it in to Ben Simmons for a layup, and he missed it. Ben, I can't keep helping you, dog. I tried, but I can't keep helping. You missed a butt-naked layup. Nobody was on you, and you bounced that thing off the wall like a quarter. I'm like, get off the backboard like a quarter. I'm like, Ben. And then look when the other team got the ball and went up the court. So Ben Simmons, you might be better off being a model or a spokesman for some basketball, but it's time. It's time. Go and shut it down and let it go, Ben. It's over.
All right.
You have got to be kidding.
I was actually at that game last night.
You saw that layup, didn't you?
Ben Simmons is done for real. Like his back is shot. You should just see how he moves. It's bad. You see it in person, and let's just say when Ben Simmons passes away, and I'm not hoping he passes away anytime soon, they're gonna have to bar Philadelphia fans from getting to his grave. Because no telling what kind of stuff they're gonna do to his grave. That's how much they hate that man.
Oh boy.
Every time he touched the ball, and most of the time he touched the ball, he had his hands quickly because he doesn't shoot the ball. He only took 4 shots last night, but he played like 20 plus minutes. They were booing him, man. They literally hate that dude. But to your point, Coach, as soon as his contract is up, he's out the league. He's damaged goods for sure.
Yeah.
Damaged goods. I'm noping on the Los Angeles Lakers killing their winning streak. They had the game won the other night against the Orlando Magic. We're not just going to put this loss on AD, who missed 2 free throws down the stretch. He actually missed 3 out of 4, and LeBron missed 1 out of 2. In that same quarter, Austin Reeves missed 2. So free throw shooting killed the Los Angeles Lakers from extending their winning streak to about 7 or 8 games. But nevertheless, hopefully they'll bounce back. Hopefully JJ Redick will sit those guys down or bring them on the court, teach them how to make clutch free throws, because he was a great free throw shooter himself. But they should not have taken that L to the Orlando Magic. But big ups to Franz Wagner. That joker is balling and hit that clutch 3 to beat the Lakers the other night. But come on, Lakers, you got to do better at the free throw line.
Epic fail.
Red, what do you know been on, sir?
What am I noping on? What you just got finished noping on. God, just killed my momentum, Rick. You know, I was finna lay into my Lakers for that awful loss the other night. But you're right. That was a good note because they deserve it. I guess I'll go with my backup. Falcons defense. Well, what left of the Falcons? Matter of fact, I'm gonna use coaches. Falcons defense. Because it ain't no D in defense. It ain't no D at all on this team right here. Falcons defense coordinator Jimmy Lake. Now, I was talked out of my grave last night from the Waffle House crew. Somebody's made a good point where this is really y'all first year together. Terry, and I got to get his defense a little time, jail. But God, what an awful start we got right here. I mean, it can't get no worse. So hopefully in the coming years, this defense will improve. But right now, we have no defense. And if the Falcons offense don't score at least 25 to 30 points a game, last week we needed 40 points. But averagely 25, 30 points a game, like Adrian said in Rocky, Falcons, you can't win. You can't win. Because that defense ain't going to stop nobody. There is no game left coming up this season where I feel like you can pencil in a win for my Falcons. Even the Giants, even the Raiders. You let that defense go crazy, we'll lose those games. So thank you, defense, for making sure my Falcons have no easy wins, no stress-free wins coming up anytime in the future. I don't see any blowouts. I see us sitting on the edge of our seat, biting our nails, shaking, worrying about every game left the rest of the season because of this awful defense. So no to Jimmy Lake. No to the Falcons front 7, and no to just being garbage and trash altogether. Falcons, get out of here.
No!
All righty. Coach, start our cope segment. What are you coping with?
I'm coping with the college football committee. Y'all gonna be the most hated men in America in the next few weeks. You do know that, and any decision that you make wrong will be scrutinized big time. But you gotta make the decision for the top team to play in the playoffs. And if you mess up, everybody's gonna come for you. So I'm coping with them to do the right things when they're doing these picks and get the right teams in there and stop taking some of the I don't know what you call it, situations and messing them up and putting unworthy teams in there. But a lot of the teams are gonna make it easy for you today, but then again, a lot of teams will not. So I'm coping with the college football selection committee. You came up with this 12-team playoff. Now let's see if you can get it right. Of course, 13, 14, and 15 gonna be upset, but hey, maybe they can cope with that.
All right, I'm coping with the fact that the Georgia Bulldogs would probably be undefeated if Carson Beck played like he did last week. He looked like the player that they have been trying to hype him up to be.
No,
against Tennessee. Played a clean game. Remember that his teammates wear red, black, and white, not the other team's jerseys. Did not throw any picks. He was pick free, and he played a clean game, and Georgia beats Tennessee pretty convincingly, and now they are probably one victory away against Georgia Tech from definitely being in the college football playoff. But if Carson Beck played against Alabama and Ole Miss like he did last week, Georgia's probably his number one team in the nation. But I got to cope with the fact that he didn't. Nevertheless, Bulldogs, all eyes on you. If Beck can play like he did, you might be on the road to a potential championship.
Real, that's another guy you got to get on the edge of your seat with. I mean, you don't make him easy. Well, you made it easy last week, but you're right. I mean, just biting your fingers, man. I hope he good. You know, you're right. No turnovers. If you play like that the rest of the year, we probably don't win it. But whew, you got to keep your eye on Carson Beck. You just can't take your eye off of him.
Yeah. He's going to definitely make you take your blood pressure medicine. Red, what are you coping with?
I'm coping with all these players' homes getting broken into lately. I mean, man, come on, criminals. Why y'all targeting these athletes in their home? I thought they supposed to be the heroes of the city, off limits. No, man, the criminals say, nope. You at the games, I'm coming for your things. And they coming for them, too. I mean, homes, house getting broken into. Couple of other guys. We just have a lot of athletes home just getting broken into lately. And these are the big athletes, too. Not no regular athlete who probably ain't got no high tech. You would think some of these big athletes have high tech security systems. I mean, security folks, lurking on the property. No, man, but y'all athletes better step y'all security game up at your home, especially you big timers who can afford it. So y'all can actually start catching some of these guys. And as far as the middle, the middle of the road athletes, and y'all move to a gated community, just make it hard for the crooks to find you and break into your home, because I know you got nice things. And come on, crooks, leave the athletes alone. After you go rob a bank or something, break into the athlete's home. Come on now. You teach you how you do. I'm trying to tell you how you do your jobs at night, but Lord, athletes home. Come on. I'm just saying, man, like, come on now. You breaking in your athletes home now. You supposed to be protecting them. Now you breaking into their houses, taking their stuff, and then you go to the games and cheer for them too. Probably be some of the same folks at the games.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kelsey's home got broken into as well.
Yeah, Kelsey. Yeah, that's what I could think. Yeah, Mahomes and Kelsey. Then somebody else, I think it was an NFL player, another. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
It was NBA too. I think a couple of NBA players got their homes broken into as well. But they should know better than just to have the ring system. Like you got enough money to get more than just ring. Somebody, I was listening to one sports talk show, they were saying that they probably need to put some dogs in there, them homes, to kind of discourage.
I thought Mahomes had a lot of dogs at his house. I'm talking them dogs he was playing with in the Netflix special. Well, did you have them in the garage, Mahomes, when the robbers came? You should have had them dogs out in the front yard ready.
Unless they're not attack dogs, because some dogs are docile. It depends on how you train them. Yeah. All right, Armani, what are you coping with? Close it out.
I'm coping with the playoff committee. I don't understand how Indiana is ranked above Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, when they've beaten teams like FIU, Western Illinois, UCLA, my school, who have no football team to speak of, UNC Charlotte, Maryland, Northwestern, Nebraska, Washington. Y'all get where I'm going with this. So I don't see any convincing wins on their schedule that prohibits them to be in the top 5. Playoff committee, I get it, they undefeated, but there's no way that I think, even on a neutral field, that Indiana would be Alabama, Georgia, or Tennessee. I just don't see it. Y'all got to do better when ranking these teams. It's 12 teams, and y'all still can't get it right. Because we know y'all couldn't get it right with 14, and now y'all got 12 teams and still can't get it right. Indiana. Really? That's all I got to say about that.
Smoke alarm on them. It's going to be interesting because if they get blown out today, they will probably be out of the picture altogether. So
I would, yeah.
The way they lose is going to matter today, because if they get blown out, then they can't justify keeping them in the playoff with only one loss. But if they play them tight, then and they don't lose by like 3 points or a touchdown, Indiana's still going to be in there.
Yeah,
so,
I just, I'm looking at these schools they beat. I'm just like, okay, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's justified. I get what you're saying, because, Indiana has played a bunch of cupcakes. That's just the bottom line. Just the bottom line. All right, let's go to Revenant Nation. They've been typing in some stuff. They say we got some dope no-coat moments that we want to share as well. So let's go through them real quickly. Quite a few of them. The coach's corner, what's going on? He says he's doping on. It's Sagittarius season. All my December babies, make some noise wherever you are. That's the first zodiac sign dope that the Red and Rev Sports Show has ever experienced. All right. The president is giving himself a dope. His upset pick came through. I think it was BYU, wasn't it?
BYU.
Wait till you hear what I have today. So he's smelling some stuff today. He's doping on Chris Sale, getting the Cy Young. We'll talk about that a little later. Also show, hey, Otani becoming the second person to win MVP in both leagues. The first being Frank Robinson. That's a great Black History moment. Sister Harris doping on Coach Prime in Colorado. Prime to win the Big 12 Conference, and Travis Hunter Prime to be the Heisman winner. Look at those puns, or were they not intended?
All right, Mom.
The VP is doping on Dalton Connect's Bomb Brigade and aerial assault with those 9 3-pointers against the Utah Jazz the other night. The VP is noping on Uncle Shay Shay and Jason Fatlocks, and would be Whitlock's beef. The coach's corner is doping on KC loss. How about that? Hey, it's all good. Just one loss to still in first place. How won't you dope on that, sir? Moving forward, Bono's Rev gonna take that L in fantasy football. Don't you dare speak that into my fantasy spirit. Don't you dare.
There you
VP.
go. That's what I'm talking about, bitch.
Oh my.
Let's keep in mind, this is the same person that used to dog Bo Nix out. Dog him out.
Yeah. That's right, bitch. Because I need Rev to lose. I can't have Rev jumping me for the playoffs this week. And Armani, I appreciate you not paying attention to your team, so I can just get an easy victory over you.
I ain't even paying attention to him.
I know. Rev gonna blow our money out the water this week.
Yeah, you're almost in last place. Coach, I think it's hanging on to a playoff spot. Red, you trying to get into the playoffs.
I had way too many injuries
in our league.
Rev, I was sitting good till Russell Wilson killed me, man, with his mediocre performances.
Let me just say this to Armani. At least somebody can take Sean Payton's coach. That's all I'm going to say about Bo Nix. At least somebody can learn from Sean Payton.
Hey, Bo Nix balls. I got it. Bo Nix balls.
Sounds,
we know
what's funny? It's always the other, well, I ain't going to say the other folks, but it sounds about white. That's all I'm going to say. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Borrow the VP statement. I don't know if that's in context, but go ahead on and borrow it if you want to. The president's noping on the next upcoming fight will be between Jake Paul and the Pole.
you gonna mess with the coach?
VP is noping on Netflix IT manager per the world. The president is noping on Ben Simmons. Can't even take a shot correctly. The VP says about Ben
light
Simmons.
skinned guys.
Ben Simmons misses as many shots as a meth head is missing teeth. Lord have mercy. The VP said Bronny must be rubbing off on the team, missing all those free
You would that night.
The president's noping on football players continuing to celebrate too early before crossing the goal line and dropping the ball. Tragic. Joe Black is noping on Jimmy Lake as defensive coordinator of the Falcons. The coach's corner, noping on the coaching staff of the Falcons. He's coping with the Pelicans almost beating his favorite player in his Golden State Warriors. The VP says sound like these guys are either aloof when it comes to the security of their homes or these heists are inside jobs, make it make sense. Joe Black is coping allegedly a 5-star player, young black man at Alabama messing up his career, sending coach DeBoer's daughter pictures. Yeah, I heard about that.
That was fun.
Red,
That was stupid.
We don't need to read it. What's going on, fellas? In chat, Winston Thornton from the eye test. Thanks so much for coming in. And he says, as always, chat, smash that like button. Thank you so much, Winston. We truly appreciate that. And in the spirit of Winston, please like and share. Hit that share button. Let somebody know what you're watching. All right, gentlemen. Well, Armani and Coach both referenced the current college football playoff rankings. And we see Armani felt kind of strongly about Indiana's standing in the bracket. We see right now, I'm sorry we don't have the image to put up, but we got Oregon number 1, Texas number 2, Miami, even with the loss at number 3.
Fake.
And Boise State at number 4. At 5, we got Ohio State. 6, Penn State.
Fake.
Is it 7? No, this is not the latest one. I'm sorry. I think I don't have the latest one in front of me. Oh, it is the latest one. Oregon 1. Or no, this is not the latest one. Anyway,
Lord, I got you, Real. I got you.
Oregon's number 1, 2 is Texas.
No, Ohio State 2. I got you. It's Oregon
Ohio
1,
State 2.
Ohio State.
All right.
Yeah. Texas 3, Penn State 4, Indiana 5, completely crazy. Notre Dame 6, Alabama 7, not for long. Miami 8, Mississippi 9, UGA 10, and Tennessee 11, and Boise State 12. And we'll be a little higher than 10 after
All right,
today.
thanks for the correction.
Who was that not for long for?
So
Alabama.
with that,
Okay.
Y'all might be a little higher after the day. Y'all might be higher than 7 after the day. That's what I meant when I said not for long.
so Armani voiced
I don't
his
know now,
displeasure
buddy. Y'all
about
got
Indiana.
y'all got a
I've been
big
listening
game
to
today now.
Paul-
What'd you say,
Go ahead,
Real?
Rep.
Paul Farnbaum has been really bombarding the playoff committee with his displeasure and how they've been placing Georgia. He's saying, like, when you look at Georgia, they beaten Texas, who's number 2. They beaten Tennessee, who's in the mix. They lost on the road to Alabama and Ole Miss. And Indiana, when you look at the playoff, they haven't beaten anybody. That's on the list. So how in the world can that list be accurate? Besides Indiana, are there any other discrepancies that you all see?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Penn State.
Honestly, don't
Go
think
ahead,
Notre
Coach.
Dame should be that high.
Hold on right quick, Armani. Coach jumped in there with Penn State. Go ahead, Coach.
I mean, Penn State can only say, yes, our greatest loss was to Ohio State. Man, please. Penn State, y'all have no business even in the top 15. you perennial choke artists. You can't win a big game, and they're gonna somehow allow y'all to get in the playoffs just to get beat in the first round and waste a spot. I like James Franklin. I support him, but golly, sometimes you got to win a big game when it's right there in front of you, and I don't think he's capable of doing it.
Yeah, but
all right, Armani, you were jumping in with Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean Notre Dame, even though they are doing well without Brian Kelly, but that's neither here or there. I don't think they don't have a convincing win. They don't even have it. I don't see nothing on Notre Dame's schedule that prohibits them to be in the top 5 or the top 10. I don't see nothing. Nothing.
You didn't like
Didn't
that
they
picture
beat
of
Texas
Illinois
A&M?
where they made the coach cry?
No.
Did
Texas A&M not even it.
Didn't they beat Texas A&M?
Yeah, they did.
But I guess if you want to say that's a quality win, okay. I don't even think Texas A&M
15.
Oh, they're number 15?
They're number 15 in the nation, and Notre Dame beat them at home.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a decent win.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
But they lost to Northern Illinois, so
No, I think
that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair, but we can yeah.
And they beat Georgia Tech pretty handedly, who gave Miami their first loss.
Yeah, and they beat Nate. Well, Navy then fell off. But
they got two more. They got two.
The
they
team
got
that
two
you chose last.
That's what it is. They keep David.
Don't talk. Hey, don't talk. Hey, Real. Don't talk about my people. Don't talk about my branch, man. I'm talking about my branch.
He's talking about the branch. You didn't have to pick them though to win a football game.
Yeah, I know. I thought they were better than that, but hey, that's.
I said Armani must got some major influence if he gonna get coach to jump out there with him and take Navy. I said, what? Lord.
Wait a minute, I didn't take Navy.
We tried.
I was about to say they need to check coach's vitals right now. When I saw him jump out there and take Navy with Armani, I guess he was feeling very patriotic since it was Veterans Day recently. So I don't know.
Oh man,
Army gonna get him.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
Army will probably beat Navy. Yeah, they probably will. But everything else is all right, I guess. I mean, I would like to see Alabama and Georgia to be ranked higher because no convincing wins from Indiana. Penn State has what, one convincing win? That's like really good win.
Against who?
No, that's what I'm asking. I'm not sure.
What's the question you asking, Armani?
Does Penn State have any convincing wins that?
No, that's what Coach was talking about.
Yeah,
Coach was just basically saying all Penn State has on their resume is an L to Ohio State.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Red. You got your Baptist finger up.
I gotta look at my team as having a problem with it being at number 10. I mean, when you look at our schedule, when you look at strength of schedule, we got the number 1 strength of schedule. We've beaten the most top 10 teams in the country. Right, when you look about it, I mean, yeah, we lost to Ole Miss and Bama, but we beat Texas, we beat Tennessee, we beat one more team we beat, and I can't think of right now. But the fact is, A&M. Like I say, we got all. It seems like our whole schedule was SEC, and with the exception of Bama and Ole Miss, we handled everybody. And that win against Texas, that should have beaten Texas and Tennessee to me. Should have had us a little higher than 10. But hey, I'm not tripping because if we handle Massachusetts and Tech, I feel like it all even out. We just handle our business. We'll be at the ranking we need to be at. But still, it's sad that we got to keep fighting when they give Indiana and Penn State these little high rankings just automatically, man. Come on, we UGA. We don't have to play. Look at all the hard teams we don't have to play. And still 8-2. How hard is schedule? I mean,
Well,
in the country.
This is the disadvantage that the SEC will have to deal with. And I ain't gonna get on Coach this week because I saw him type in the chat the other day trying to hate on the SEC. But the SEC has the toughest schedule, and actually, the SEC did not help themselves by going to just straight league play rather than doing the divisions.
Yeah.
They hurt themselves.
Yeah.
They should have kept the divisions and just had Oklahoma and Texas either on one side, the other one on the other side, make them that rivalry game like they do Georgia, Auburn every year, or Tennessee, Alabama. Because it's not, they're not, the schedules are not equal. When you sit up there and try to just balance it out, you need to make sure that your teams are playing basically the same level of teams so that you get a real conference champion, and then you're also giving your teams the best opportunity to shine in the rankings.
Yep.
You know, you need that. If Indiana has made it this far 1 week before the end of the regular season, not playing a top 25 team, then you need in the SEC to make sure that you can play the Vanderbilts, even though Vanderbilt was decent this year, and the Mississippi States. You know, you need that on your schedule after you play like Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss. I mean, that's crazy. You need the little cupcakes from here and there in the SEC.
Yeah.
And they have the turnover machine at quarterback. They're making it even worse.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Rev Nation says this. Anthony Corey said Georgia's slow starts was kicking them. Beck looks horrible, except for last week. That's facts. It's not about wins quality, or it's about a show. This ranking is a show. Okay. I can go along with that. Indiana got chances of winning the championship are about the same as the Falcons defense getting a sack. The coach's corner said Georgia lost to Bama, Bama lost to Vandy, and we beat Vandy.
Wait a minute.
Who is his team?
And we beat Texas. So
who is his
team?
Matter,
Texas.
You know
Texas.
what? Hey, real quick,
he couldn't fess up to Georgia beating Texas.
Right.
You see, he
so
couldn't
he
put
had
that
to
in the
come out.
scenario.
Yeah. What happened when y'all played Georgia, Coach? After you said y'all were gonna score 50 plus points on my defense, 50 plus points on my defense.
Got
He didn't even score 20 points himself. I mean, they scored 15.
Just take the L, man. It's all right.
Y'all know it's coming next. He gonna
What's
be
up,
like,
Birdcage? Glad to have you.
What up? That's Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
He gonna be like, next time we play Georgia, we gonna score 50.
No, you ain't.
He's coming for you now, Coach, because it's basketball season. So.
It's very rare you score 50 on a Kirby Smart defense. It's rare.
Right.
Listen. I'm a little disappointed as I look at the rankings. You want to know why I'm disappointed? Somebody ask me why, please.
Because
somebody ask me why, please.
Why?
Oregon's still number one.
Because I don't see USC in the rankings. Something wrong with it. No.
Oh God, no. Oh, he lobbed the shot right there. I was ready. Y'all have a good one.
Where's USC, Coach?
It's
all right, Coach.
Can't handle it when it's
because guess what?
Come on back, Coach.
Guess what, Coach? Brian Kelly ain't in that either, so it's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
It's all good. You still mad that Brian Kelly beat Alabama? You ain't hear from that yet, Armani, have you? You haven't healed for that yet, Armani? Because you mentioned Brian Kelly in the chat.
Right.
You mentioned Brian Kelly about twice on the show today. Like, he's still hurt that Brian Kelly beat his Alabama team last year.
But
He's
last
still
year,
hurt, man. It was
Last
last
year.
year. You still hurt?
Yeah, before last.
when y'all beat,
Or was it his
when
first
y'all
year? It was
beat
his first year.
Brian Kelly?
It was his first year.
It was his first
It
year.
was his first year. When
No,
he beat,
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You
but
always
he didn't.
said, you know, Brian Kelly will come over and take over the SEC. He beat Nick Saban his first
Well, he did.
year.
Hey,
And he gets beat.
Hey.
He gets
Did
beat
he
by
go-
a guy
did he-
who came from the
Let me ask you a
Pac-12.
question. Let me ask you a question. Did he go to the SEC championship game his first year?
Yeah, and what happened?
Okay, I just want to say, hey, did he go?
No,
So
you know what
since he's
happened,
been in
my buddy.
the SEC,
Got
This
waxed.
since he's been let me ask you a question. Since he's been an SEC coach, how many times has Alabama gone to the conference championship at LSU? 1-1, am I correct?
Yeah, we won one. They haven't won one.
I'm just saying, 1-1.
No, I'm just saying.
1-1.
But
I'm just saying too.
1-1.
Mr.
Real,
SEC coach
I'm
supposed to
just
come in
saying-
and take
I'm just
over. He
saying
never
this,
did.
Real.
He never came in and take over. He let
I
a
say
dude
he was
from
going
the
to take over the
Pac-12 come
SEC
in.
West. I say he was going to correction. I say he was going to take over the SEC West, and they abolished the SEC West this year, didn't they? Didn't they?
This year?
There's
This
no
year.
SEC East, no SEC West anymore.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So the 2 years they had it, he won it 1 year and lost it the other year.
Yeah.
So
but he couldn't win
so
it.
you can leave Brian Kelly alone. It's over. It's over, Armani. It's over.
You know he's not gonna make it, right? I just want you to know. You know he's not gonna make
Wilson.
it.
I understand. I get it.
What he got to do with the price of tea in China?
I get it, man.
What he got to do with it?
Because you're still mad that Russell Wilson hijacked your prediction about how he was going to take over with the Kansas City Chiefs.
That ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. Graham, that ain't got nothing to do with the conversation we having right now.
You
see what you do.
You see what you do. That Patrick Mahomes still on the NFL throne. That's why you hurt.
No, I like Mahomes.
We're going to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I like Mahomes.
Go help us God on the Red Arrest.
I ain't got no beef with Mahomes. I like Mahomes.
You got no choice.
Our money, you still got to tell you.
He still got to
chance
to Russell Wilson back.
LSU.
But it ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. We talking about college football. He told me in the chat we was talking about professional, but now we talking about college. You see what you doing?
All right.
You ain't no good. You ain't no good.
Hey, we not. Brian Kelly.
Yeah, he did, Ryan. Hurt that man feelings. I don't know why Brian Kelly keep football up.
I was told that Brian Kelly was going to come to the SEC and do this big old thing, and he still ain't even got to the CFP. He ain't got one SEC championship.
So you and Real were both wrong. Real said Brian Kelly was going to take over. You said Russell Wilson was going to take over the West. Now you still got a chance with Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh, Armani. Are you gonna ride with Pittsburgh?
Because Brian Kelly ain't gonna make it. Next year he will be gone. Watch.
LSU gonna fire him?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's stay on script. Stay on script. I said the SEC West, and there's no more SEC West. So you gotta let that go. And he did win the SEC West at least once out of the 2 years he was in it.
But couldn't win the SEC, dog.
So my prediction wasn't too bad. Now, in comparison, how many times did Russell Wilson even be 500 in Denver?
He was I thought they were 500 last year, the year before last.
In comparison, did he go to the playoffs?
Listen.
Did he go to the playoffs?
No, he didn't go to the playoffs.
Did he go to the playoffs?
No.
I ain't got to listen no more. On to the I ain't got to listen. Go ahead.
Hey, Red, you missing a point that
you gonna mute my mic? Dang.
I'm just saying that nothing to listen to.
Okay.
What's that called?
USC beat LSU.
Because they ain't no
That's
good.
Big
We
Ben
know
ain't
that.
good.
They not no good this year. They not no good. Brian Kelly about to
They
get ran out of
They
town.
kind of snuck their win, coach.
About to get
It's
fired.
all good. All right, we gotta make these picks before 12 o'clock. Most of the games, several of the games that we're picking start at 12, so we got to get going. I didn't know I was gonna get pulled into Armani's mess, his Brian Kelly mess. So please forgive me, Red and Rev.
I'm just holding you accountable.
Red and Rev.
Holding you
Revenite Nation, I'm sorry. I appreciate you. Hold me accountable for 50%. I got you. He was 50%. I was 50% right. All right. Here we are in the standings. Red is still in first place with the college football picks. If I can get to them. I don't know why my computer is very slow. Let me get to them.
Armani, just follow my lead, dog. You want to beat Real? Follow my
Red
lead.
went 6-1 last week. I went 6-1 last week because we picked the same exact teams. Coach
Red
and
know what
Armani
you
went 4-3. Red has a 5-game lead over me, a 6-game lead over Armani, and a 6+ lead over Coach. All right, so that's where we are. Let's pick some games, gentlemen. Revenite Nation, feel free to join us as we pick these games. You pick while we're picking, and we'll put your picks on the screen. Let's see. Here we go. And we got to pick real quickly because games are about to start. So I'm going to do the 12 o'clock games first. And then we'll go back to the other game. Here we go. Let me look at this schedule right quick. And we'll get to these 12 o'clock games. Let's go right at the big one. And Red, you want to pick first or last?
I go last.
All right. Ole Miss versus Florida. Coach, who you got?
Yeah, Florida is undergoing a revitalization project. I'm going Ole Miss.
All right. I'll go next. I'm going to go with the upset. I think it's going to be upset special day in the swamp. Give me Florida in the upset special in the swamp. I think they're going to take it in. That freshman quarterback is going to do some work, and they've been playing some good football, and they really had Georgia on the ropes had he not gotten hurt. So give me Florida. Who you got, Armani?
I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I think that Ole Miss has got the better team. They definitely got the better quarterback. Defense is 50-50, but let me get Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin got him clicking at the right time.
Red.
Red, you tempted me with that upset. Forget it. Let's go with it. Let's see what these Gators got, man. I'm gonna go with you, Real. Upset down there, and because I want Ole Miss to taste. I want some revenge on them, and we can't play them right now, so maybe Florida can get my revenge from it. Take it. Oh no. Then I don't want to play the SEC championship game. So I kind of need Ole Miss to win. Forget it. I'll figure it out. Go Gators. Let's go Gators. I'm with Real. Let's go Gators. Oh, I'm ready. You can laugh all you want to. You ain't got a shot at catching up.
You right.
What you say, Real?
I'm gonna go with Illinois to win on the road against Rutgers. That's who I'm going with. Who you got, Armani?
Yeah, let me get Illinois because I think Rutgers got a few injuries. I think they quarterback out too. So yeah, let me get Illinois.
Who you got, Red? Rutgers at home.
I know. And I'm going with Rutgers. Another upset pick with Red. Rutgers. Who joined me?
Okay.
Coach, you joining me? Come on, Coach. Ride with me, baby.
Ain't no doubt about it, man. Rutgers got an excellent lacrosse team. I'm going Illinois.
Hey, they lacrosse team is elite, though.
right.
That lacrosse team was
Who's
good.
going with Rutgers or Illinois?
I'm going Illinois.
You go ahead.
All right.
I'm out here by myself and Russell.
All right, the big one is starting at 12 as well. Ohio State versus Indiana. Armani, who you got?
Bloodbath. Ohio State.
Bloodbath.
Bloodbath. Whooping.
Red,
I
you on the
would,
upset
but I
special
can't.
day.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Red, don't
Don't
do it.
worry. Don't worry. I won't.
Don't
Not
do it.
not just anyway. If they was at home, if Indy was at home, I would have. But
Yeah,
not
okay.
not in the horseshoe. I gotta go Ohio State with this.
All right, Coach, you making it unanimous?
Yeah, this is gonna be Indiana. This is gonna be the Back to Life special, the Soul to Soul special. Back to life, back to reality. They're gonna find out what it is to play a big game.
All right, going back to the Ole Miss Florida game. Anthony Curry got Ole Miss. Joe Black got Florida. The president said Ole Miss would be a short hit on this one. The VP got Ole Miss. Illinois Rutgers. Joe Black got Illinois. The president has Illinois. Winston Thorne, Illinois. The VP, Illinois. Ohio State, Indiana. Anthony Corey got the Ohio State. I promise he does. Joe Black got Ohio State. The president said the Ohio State mascot will score a touchdown. Winston Thorne, do you really believe your piggy gas in Indiana? And the
Here we
VP
go.
says Buckeye bring the fraudulent Hoosier team back to earth. All right, Red, it's on you. Next
right.
game. Alabama versus Oklahoma in Oklahoma. Do you smell upset?
Please take the upset. Take the upset.
No.
Take it.
I'm not taking no upset against no Oklahoma, man. Even if y'all, I don't care where y'all playing this. Y'all ain't losing to sorry Oklahoma with a sorry defense, man. I wish Oklahoma was better, but they just not. And they ain't got no chance, y'all. So y'all gonna be in the SEC championship game with a chance to blow it. So Alabama, good luck in the SEC championship game because you finna beat Oklahoma. I'll wait till you get that show.
Coach, who you got?
They could play it in a silo. It wouldn't matter. Brent Venables fighting for his career. Alabama.
Yeah, I'm making it Alabama, and Armani's making Alabama unanimous. Do you have any commentary on why Alabama's going to win, Armani?
Same thing with LSU. Can't stop the quarterback run. So we're going to be running on them all day, all night.
Armani, you really don't like LSU.
No, I don't like LSU.
He don't like. Yeah. All right, next game, Coach, is on you. Colorado State versus Prime versus Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas last week had a big-time W against BYU.
Yeah,
right.
Pull that song out, Red. Walk into your trap, take over your trap. Kansas City, y'all ain't going to take over our trap. Colorado going to barely get by this time. Kansas is the best 4-6 team in college football. And they're at home, but I'm going to go with Colorado. They're on a mission.
Yeah, this game right here can really be a tough one for Colorado. But the good thing is that this game has more value than the game they can play next week against Oklahoma State. So I think Prime will be able to get their attention, and they'll be laser focused. So give me Colorado to beat Kansas, especially since some of the football pundits have Kansas beating Colorado. Who you got, Armani?
Colorado. People want to see these guys lose, man. I can't Deion, though, is doing a phenomenal job. He has awoken that program from being a losing program to a winning one in just 2 years. Deion, I'm hoping the best for you, man. And I hope you can get to the Big 12 championship and get to the college football playoff because you are doing a phenomenal job with your son and with Travis Hunter. So give me Colorado.
Red.
Well, I got Colorado. They're trying to set it up like Kansas to upset, but I doubt it. Colorado is hot. They're going to stay hot.
All right, on to the next one. It's on me. Reverend Night Nation, we're coming to you after this one. Army versus Notre Dame. I respect your service, Armani. I respect your service, Armani. As a military man.
Here we go.
Oh, you go ahead. I don't like Army neither. I'm Navy all day. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about they serve the country. That's all.
You know, yeah.
But they're going to serve this L today.
Yeah.
So Notre Dame going to get up in them.
Yeah.
At home.
Okay.
So give me Notre Dame.
Big time.
You got Notre Dame. Why, Armani?
Even though Army is a solid football team, Notre Dame can spread. If you can spread, what I noticed about Army, if you can spread them out, throw the football, they're not as good as people hype them up to be. Plus, that defense, that secondary is shaky, very shaky. So I'm going Notre Dame.
Red, you going with the up?
Yeah.
Set?
No. I'm just trying to figure out why they playing in Yankee Stadium and not Notre Dame. But no, I'm going to take Notre Dame. I don't know nothing about Army. Nobody who they got to even think about upsetting a team like Notre Dame. I'm even surprised the Army is ranked like they are. But hey, times are changing in college football. But still, not that much to where they could beat Notre Dame.
All right.
Yeah, you know my friend's son, Hamilton Brown, plays DB for Army. I don't think he can stop Notre Dame. And I like the triple option. Nobody knows how to defend it, but you can't run it if you ain't on the field. I think Notre Dame going to pull it out.
Oh, that's what they running? Oh,
all right,
man.
Going back to some of the old games, Brother Dana said Ole Miss, Illinois, Ohio State. Winston Thorne got Bama. Brother Dana got the Turds, Bama.
The Turds.
VP says Bama big in this one. They can play on the moon and get the dub. Uh-oh, Armani. You might be in trouble, Armani.
Oh.
The presidential upset special. He says he smells it. Oklahoma, Alabama.
I knew that's what he was going for.
Oh, my goodness.
He said he smells it.
Okay.
Are you concerned, Armani?
No, not even. If anybody want to change their picks, go ahead by all means. But I am not concerned about no Oklahoma.
Joe Black calmed you a little bit. I might say Bama big. Bama big. Winston Thorne got Colorado. Brother Danny got Colorado. Coach's Corner got Colorado, who he calls Prime and Company. The VP got Colorado. So Buffs. Anthony Corey going out there on that Oklahoma limb. All right. The president says Colorado will sneak this one out. Anthony Corey. Colorado by 6. I'm not going to put it up there, but coach is in physical therapy. He's getting better. So appreciate you, Coach's Corner. The thing about Coach. The VP Shador will try to propel Hunter to that Heisman. Buff also trying to get the Big 12 chip game. Hunter will see a ton of targets today. Hopefully doesn't cost him his health because he does get hurt from time to time. Joe Black, Colorado. Winston Thorne got Army. What? Must not like that. Anthony Corey got Notre Dame. The president said Notre Dame is going to give Army its marching orders. The VP says I'm rooting for the Flourish. Let's go, Marcus. Get this dub. Brother Danny got Notre Dame. Jerome K. Sighting. Good afternoon, sir. Anthony Corey says getting spread out is in fact a recipe for disaster. Chase got Colorado, Oklahoma, and Notre Dame. All right, on to the next one. Next game. You got 2 more games to choose from. Texas versus Auburn. It's on you, Armani. Who you got, sir?
Yeah, give me Texas A&M. Auburn, they're just not a good football team this year. Honestly, they're horrible. That's another one, another coach, and they ain't gonna be there long. But it's okay. Yeah, Auburn, they're just terrible this year. So let me get Texas A&M.
Red, who you rolling with?
Oh man.
No pressure. You know you want to keep that lead. No pressure.
Oh man. Let's go Auburn. Auburn. Let's go.
Red going with Auburn. Any reason why?
Texas A&M has really been playing inconsistent all year. I mean, I'm trying to figure the one big game they won was against who? I'm saying who they win their big game. They beat LSU. That's about it. They lost to South Carolina, and then the rest of the wins mostly been cupcakes. So and they going to Auburn. I just don't trust Texas A&M on the road versus the SEC team that could get them. And Auburn, they played decent at home, decent enough they can catch Texas A&M slipping. And Texas A&M quarterback, man, he's been a little shaky too. So Red just going for another upset, baby. But man, if they lose, I'm not trying to play in that SEC championship game. So I really don't need Auburn with it. Maybe I do need to stay with Texas A&M. Is it too late for me to change my pick? Huh? Okay, I'm gonna ride with it. Okay, all right. I'm gonna ride with Texas A&M. Only because
why everybody so scared to play in the SEC championship game? I don't understand.
With those 2 losses, they lose.
I don't want to chance again that third loss. I want to stay with 2 and just go right on into the playoffs. So only because this hurt my team. Well, you take them chances. We gonna be select. I know we're gonna be select. Rev, I'm taking Texas A&M, but not because I don't think the upset is possible. But for other reasons, Texas A&M.
Coach.
Oh man, I don't trust Auburn in a fist fight with a bat. Texas A&M.
That's a good one.
Well, I've been trying to find a way to get back into the race because Red is winning handily, and I'm glad he's taking Texas A&M because I'm taking Auburn.
No,
I'm taking Auburn for the upset.
Oh wow,
Auburn. I don't trust Texas A&M away from the 12th man. I saw how they got railroaded against South Carolina in Columbia, South Carolina. And I can easily see the same happening in Alabama when they go to Auburn. So this is why I'm going to roll with Auburn. If Red had taken Auburn, I was going to have to take Texas A&M because they got to find a way back to try to get back in there. So that's why I was hoping Red went away from Auburn to go to Texas A&M because I was planning on taking Auburn all along. So give me Auburn.
Okay. Well, I did, yeah.
So, yeah.
Last game, gentlemen. It's on you, Red. BYU versus Arizona State.
BYU at Arizona. Okay. I don't know if this is upset. but give me Arizona State. If you're going to take BYU, you got it, baby. So I'm
Any
going with
reason
Arizona
why?
State. First of all, I was shocked that BYU was still undefeated at this point. I don't really think I just think they just the luck of the schedule had them undefeated, and now they're going to play a few teams that can possibly handle them. I mean, you got an 8-2 Arizona State team at home. This is a division conference game. Yeah, Arizona's gonna be ready for BYU. They're gonna be ready to let that losing streak going. BYU, they lost last week to the Kansas team that's going to play Colorado. BYU lost them and only scored 13 points. 17-13. Damn, man. That sounds like a overrated team to me. And now you're going back on the road to Arizona State. So, no, you couldn't beat. No, matter of fact, you lost at home to Kansas. And now you're going on the road to Arizona, and they a good team, 8-2, and they're going to be waiting for you, and they're going to be ready. BYU, you messed up by getting exposed last week in Kansas, and now Arizona State going to expose you even more. Let's go, Sun Devils. Arizona State, baby. You with me, Real? You with me, Coach?
Just in case you didn't know, Red, the running back for Arizona State, Cam Scatterboo, is not playing today. No, I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you. He playing. I ain't gonna say you pick. He playing.
Yeah, because I was sitting right here looking at his stats, too.
Yeah, BYU is going to win this game by a field goal late in the game.
Oh, field goal.
So you got BYU, Coach?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to roll with Red on this one. Arizona State, give me Arizona State. I was impressed by the way they beat Kansas State last week. That was a very impressive victory. And I think Arizona State, they play tough. And they play a good, hard-nosed brand of football. So I'm going to go with Arizona State at home over BYU. Plus, BYU's coming off a bad loss last week as well to SMU. So I'm going to go with Arizona State. Armani?
I'm going to go with BYU. Arizona State, they lost to Texas Tech, and they lost to Cincinnati. I think that how they lost these games to play into effect, even though they are at home. With BYU losing to Kansas, I mean, it's a big deal, but they didn't get beat like Arizona State got beat. So let me go with BYU.
All right. That concludes our picks. Let's go back. Good afternoon, Sister Dana. Glad to have you today. Winston Thorne going with Texas A&M over Auburn. Brother Dana got A&M. Coach's Corner. Never even root for A&M. Let's go Auburn. VP has Texas A&M. Jerome Case got Texas A&M. The VP said my Gamecocks didn't just beat the Aggies, we BTA. Fill in the blank. Anthony Corey said Auburn can score, but not against real teams. Texas A&M winning. Joe Black got Army over Notre Dame. He has A&M beating Auburn. The President has Texas A&M over Auburn. Winston Thorne has Arizona State over BYU. Lexus Hill has Arizona State. Brother Dan got Arizona State. The VP has Arizona State. Excuse me. Anthony Corey has Arizona State. The VP says Sun Devils, my bad. No one cares about the Arizona team. The president says BYU is going to stand for Backyard University, ASU for the upset. And Jerome Case has Sun Devils over Golden State. All right. That concludes our picks for this week. want to thank Reverend Night Nation for joining us in this process. We've been a little slack this season about the HBCU report. Let me just say this. Big ups to Miles College winning the SIAC football championship, and big ups to Virginia. Is it State or Union, Coach? You want to see our
Union.
Virginia Union for winning the CIAA championship. So big ups to those schools. The SWAC and MEAC champions should be declared relatively soon. All right, with that being said, we've moved to halftime of the Red and Red Sports Show. We've given you some good sports talk, a lot of college football. On the other side, we got some basketball. We got some football. We got a little baseball. So hang out with your boys for the second half of the Red and Red Sports Show coming up in just one moment. We'll be right back. And we are back for the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Hopefully you all have enjoyed the show so far. We appreciate Red Night Nation staying in tune with us, bringing in your comments and all of that good stuff as we continue to try to put together a great show. If you haven't already done so, please like and share the Red and Rev Sports Show so we can add to the Revenite Nation and continue to get good sports takes from our brothers and sisters who are part of Revenite Nation. So we truly appreciate you liking and share. All right, gentlemen, real quickly, let's move to some topics real quick. I need to add this because I don't see it. Let's talk a little NBA real quickly before we go to our 5 for 5. Let me get the headline. There we go. Red, you alluded to it in your monologue. Inside the NBA is saved. And I messed up the headline. Let me correct it. Inside the NBA is saved. That is a staple inside the NBA, is a staple of the NBA basketball. It's almost like they are inextricably linked. It seems like NBA basketball would not be the same without inside the NBA. When you got Ernie Johnson, Chuck, Shaq, and Kenny Smith, they are staples. And they found a way to save the show where it will be aired on ESPN, even though TNT will keep the production rights. Rep, you're an entertainment guy. We know a lot of what makes Inside the NBA what it is because of the entertainment value. So what are your thoughts about Inside the NBA being safe?
Well, Real, my thoughts are completely positive and uplifting. I mean, like you say, this would have been a huge loss for the NBA. Like you say, this is, I mean, inside the NBA to me is hard. It's a package deal with the NBA. Shaq, Charles, Kenny, and Ernie. I mean, I've been listening to these guys. Well, it started off as I think Ernie and Kenny. I think since high school, I've been listening to Inside the NBA or watching it since high school. And I think Charles, when he retired, he was added to the show. And for a brief period, they tried to put Chris Webber on the show, and I knew that wasn't gonna work. Knew Shaq, somebody like Shaq, could just go ahead and knock him off. But like I say, it's been a staple for years and years. And the fact that they was gonna let a money deal, a financial deal in this show, when we all know the powers that be, all these guys got loads of cash in their pockets. The Warner Brothers, Time Media, they ain't hurting for cash. TNT, all of the parties involved wasn't hurting for cash. So this was just gonna be either a pride thing or just a bad business thing. So hopefully the powers that be, well, they had to go to court. Thankfully, the court ruled on Inside the NBA's favor, Warner Time Media's favor, and now, like Rev said, the TNT rights have gone to ESPN, and ESPN is probably the best thing for you because your NBA coverage was awful. God awful. Your NBA studio show sucked, NBA countdown sucked, and really your analysts, with the exception of Hubie Brown and maybe Richard Jefferson, all those guys sucked. I mean, Doris Roberts, like you say, yeah, JJ Redick on there for a minute. I mean, I just don't like none of they. You got rid of Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, which was a dumb move. And then you got that old boring studio show with Stephen A. Smith, Will Bond, and the Warriors OGM. That was a big dud. So thankfully, now ESPN can uplift its basketball coverage because I know we all prefer to listen to Charles, Kenny, Ernie, and Shaq over the ESPN studio show any day. And if you want to take over NBA Today, Inside the NBA, you can do that too. So I'm just happy that the guys are moving to the top network to cover the NBA. I'm just glad that this is not the last season. We won't have to be saying a swan song to the guys at the end of the year. They won't have to make all of them sit back making emotional pleas. Thank you for everything. No, we won't have to worry. We're not going through that all. Inside the NBA survives, and it will continue next year on the ESPN Sports Network. So thank you, cooler heads have prevailed, and we are moving right along with Inside the NBA, and I think that's the best sports media news this week.
All right, let me go to Reverend Nation before I pose a question right quick. And I think Red has shared our sentiments. Jerome Case asks, what is your opinion on NBA viewership being on the decline? I'll just say real quickly, I think injuries have a big reason because it's on the decline. Also, I think the game just not being played like regular NBA basketball that we grew accustomed to. I think the three-point shot has ruined the game, to be honest, because it's all about just who can hit the most threes. That's my opinion. The Coach's Corner, great that it was saved. They really are the best part of the NBA season, extremely funny. The VP said it's hard to top TNT. They're like CBS covering March Madness. They set the bar. ESPN, also known as the mothership, need to stay in their lane, stick to football fam. Alexis Hill says, I guess it's good to have them on ESPN. That's a good guess right there, bro. Let me just say this. Let me ask this question. Oh, Anthony Corey just jumped in. I'm sorry. Before I ask this question. As long as Netflix doesn't get any games, I'm good with whoever shows them. PBS is next for streaming. All right. Let me ask this question. Is the ESPN show that bad with Stephen A., Will Bond, or is it that bad in comparison to inside the NBA? Since inside the NBA has set the bar and they function in the same way.
Yeah.
Is it that? Listen, I want you to listen. Is it that bad? In other words, if we did not have inside the NBA, which we do, would we grade that show as hard as we do if there were no inside the NBA? Anybody want to take a stab at it?
I'm not sure we grade it as hard, but we definitely grade it because even without the inside the NBA, those guys to me offer nothing. And then that they on top of that, real, they're not even on as long as inside the NBA. Inside the NBA, after the game's over with, they're on at least an hour and a half sometimes after the game, and we are tuned in for every second. After the games on ESPN, most folks like me, man, he changed the channel. You don't care what the NBA countdown are talking about after, a 10:30 ESPN Lakers or Warriors game on there. One thing, because pretty much it's gonna be Stephen A. Smith yelling loudly as possible, and Wilbon and Myers or whoever else they have on the show. If it's a half, if it's halftime and they giving their thoughts, fine. But before the show and after the show, I can't remember a time I just kept my channel on ESPN because I was ready to listen to Stephen A. Smith and the crew talk about the game. Inside the NBA, I got that set up to record. That's on my list to record. That's like one of my favorite shows. So yeah, I listen to that. And if I miss it on the TV, I'll bring up the YouTube clips and watch it that way. So either way it goes, I'm watching it inside the NBA because I have to hear those guys' opinion of every big game because they are just that entertaining and just that knowledgeable of the game. You got 3 former players, 2 who won multiple rings, and Ernie Johnson, a guy that's been in the media so long, he grew up in the media, so he know his stuff. Those guys on ESPN, like I say, we listen to Stephen A. Smith all day long on First Take. So when it comes to the studio show, by that time of the night, we Stephen A. Smith out, and the rest of the guys really don't offer not entertaining analysis. Like we try to bring. They don't offer. They just give you analysis. They don't make it entertaining. Will Bong, he not going to any comedy club soon. Greg Myers, when the last time he brought a smile to your face with his team? And whoever the girl, is it I forgot, is it Malika? If it's Malika on there, or whoever whoever the moderator is on there, they are not offering anything. They not Ernie Johnson, where the players can pull Ernie into their jokes and stuff. Ain't nobody pulling Malika into jokes. That girl is too focused on her career to get pulled into any silliness or ignorance. Ernie, he's already said it ain't like he can mess up his career, so he'll get pulled into the silliness and ignorance because he just having fun. He ain't going nowhere. So I just think they're more free, they're more loose, they're a little less uptight than the ESPN crew. And it seems like the ESPN crew just want to give you the analysis in the correct way, whereas inside the NBA crew, they're gonna do it their way, and their way is the best and most entertaining way.
All right, let me go to some comments, and then Armani, if you want to jump in, we'll let you jump in. Winston Thorne says ESPN NBA show is just completely horrible, period. The Coach's Corner says it's that bad compared to Ernie and the crew. Anthony Corey says they are that bad, and the bias for certain teams make me think it's a local broadcast. The Coach's Corner says I can't think of her name, but that woman that dogs black men all the time. He's talking about Malika Andrews. Ruins the other show as well. Hate to hear her open her mouth. The Atlanta Bird Gang says Inside the NBA was at its very best when it was just Charles, Shaq, Ernie, and Kenny. That was the best chemistry. Did they add somebody I didn't know?
Yeah, Titan. Did they add somebody else? Titan? That's how it is now. But we get it. That's definitely the best show.
Yeah. Yeah. Armani, did you want to jump in? Or did Red say it all for you?
Yeah, he pretty much said it all. Inside the NBA has got to stay because, it helps get the ratings up. NBA Countdown is, again, I don't even watch it. Let alone I want to go back to what, just for a minute, for what Jerome K says. I think the NBA is lacking star power because Curry is about on the cusp of his career. LeBron is on the very end of his career. Kevin Durant, all these guys are on the very tail end of the career. And I think that NBA basketball is slowly starting to turn into NCAA men's basketball. It's just no star. It's very little star power. So can it be? And I asked Rev this question. When was that? About a year ago, when the men's NCAA basketball season started. I said, "Is there any way to save it?" And now with all this NIL and all this other stuff going on, I think it'll be hard to go back to late 2000s, early 2010s when college basketball and NBA basketball was at its best. So, that's my take.
So I'm gonna go back to that in just a second. Let me read some more comments. Jerome K says it's ESPN analysts on Countdown versus former NBA players. That's not totally true. I think it's more so analysts / solid NBA players versus Hall of Famers and Kenny, plus a Hall of Fame announcer. Because you get, in my opinion, better analysis from people who were at the top of the game. Shaq, Barkley had Hall of Fame careers. Kenny won 2 chips, playing with one of the best to ever do it, Hakeem Olajuwon, versus Kendrick Perkins, who was always either the 5th man on the team, and then you got Jefferson, at best, was the 3rd best player on the team when he played for the Brooklyn. We played for the what was then the New Jersey Nets. So I think the star power is just totally different when it comes to the 2 shows. And Ernie Johnson has been a voice for so long in comparison to Malika Andrews. So it's just too much star power inside the NBA. That's what I was saying. And Leonard Berggang says he meant the show was best when it was just Ernie, Kenny, and Chuck. He says Shaq has diminished the show a bit. Interesting. Interesting. The president said low management is killing the NBA right now. I would have to agree to that as well. These guys don't play hurt. That's part of the problem. They make too much money to play hurt too. So the money has changed the mindset of these players. So we have to keep that in consideration. Last comment, somebody said, I don't know, the VP said, Kendrick Perkins, a.k.a. Mushmouth.
Come on, VP. Hey, man, come on.
Mushmouth from Fat Albert. Oh, my
God. You know what about the Fat Albert, man.
Don't talk about Perkins.
That man called him. He said, can't have that show without the big Aristotle. All right. Well, they did have it, and it was pretty successful without the Aristotle. But in my opinion, once he found his niche, not trying to be too funny all the time, he finally settled in. Because they did do in their anniversary show that Shaq was initially a problem when he first came on, but finally found his rhythm.
Long as they don't get rid of Chanel Duvernay, that's fine.
Yeah, she's okay. Ben Simmons is hurting the league. Light skin.
God, no. Come on, man. Come on, VP.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, man.
I hear you up here talking about light skin. Hey,
all right, man. Let's go to this 5.
I kicked Ben Simmons out the light skin crew a long time ago, Fitz. Okay, he's been kicked out.
All right, gentlemen, let's go this 5 for 5. We got 5 hot topics. We're going to let our panelists speak for 1 minute, 45 seconds, single camera, 15 seconds, group shot. Once that is ended, that's a total of a minute. If they keep on talking, they'll be muted. So we got 5 topics. I know Armani petitioned to have this first topic on. So we're going to let him wax first. The guy whose name been in his mouth the whole show. As we get ready to do, as the vice president would say, cue Lunits. There you go, vice president. It's been cued. We're ready for 5 for 5. First topic at hand. Is Brian Kelly, who's been talked about more on this show than ever before, is he on the hot seat at LSU? What says you, president of the Brian Kelly fan club? Go, Armani.
Hey, yeah, after this year, yeah, because you ain't playing up to the LSU standard. I get when you came in, you still had some of Aldron's guys, and you know, you kind of capitalize off that. But I mean, Brian Kelly has been a disappointment in LSU. I mean, you can't have a losing season at LSU. I'm sorry, you just can't, because LSU is one of those blue chips of college football. They've always had a great football program, and you come in and you're having a losing season. That's not gonna boil over well with the booster. So Brian Kelly, you might have one more year, and then that's gonna be it, family. Because you can't at LSU. No, that ain't gonna cut it.
Red, jump in there.
Man, if this ain't no something personal, I don't know what is. First of all, one losing season, dude. Did Rev not say a while ago that he is tired the last 2 seasons? Your team has won the division. His team has won the division. His team has been in the conference game. Your team has been in the conference game. Now, for one bad season in his 3 years there, so one bad season mean all of a sudden his seat gonna be on fire next year, money? Nah, I think you mean your coach had better not have a Brian Kelly season, or the boy seat gonna be on fire. More fire than Brian Kelly. I think Brian Kelly is safer than your coach, Armani, Mr. DeBoer. So personally, I think these are just some personal shots from Armani, because LSU beat him and beat him good 2 years ago, and he just ain't got over it yet.
It was in overtime.
You gotta move on, buddy, because these personal shots, they'll drag it our show down. I mean, we actually put this in the 5 for 5. I got to talk about this stuff fast. I ain't got no issue with Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly ain't done nothing to me, because my team take care of business when we play them. You know, we don't sit up and choke to them.
All right. Coach, both of them went overtime. Armani, go.
Did somebody say Ed Orgeron? I thought I heard my name called. I don't care about Brian Kelly. He can't do what I do. And as long as he's there, I know for sure LSU will never win an SEC title. So good luck, Brian Kelly. Stay there as long as you want to. You'll never be me.
Good point.
All right. Let's see what Reverend Knight Nation has said before Armani and Red go toe-to-toe again. The Lunas is queued up. Going back to the inside the NBA, I'm sorry, Shaq is most articulate, but it's his entertainment value. I think you want to say Shaq is not, okay, Jack is not the most articulate. Kendrick, not better than Shaq in any form. I agree with Coach. Cheney is great and eye candy. Brian has been on Lieutenant Sonor's hot seat for years. Yeah, especially if he got blown out to Alabama losing. The one QB recruit I hate. They fired Ed O.G. He fit the culture. The Aflac Duck is into the chat. BK was doing when he had that fake accent.
Oh God.
Brian Kelly's going to have burnt hind quarters. All right. Let me just chime in my 2 cents real quickly. Armani, let me just say this. Did not Brian Kelly just coach the Heisman Trophy winner last year?
Uh-oh.
So in 2 years, he won the SEC West. He coached the Heisman Trophy winner last year. And he's had one bad season this year. That's warrant. That's ground for firing.
Did he win the SEC?
I mean, he went to the SEC championship game in his first year.
Okay.
He had Jaden Daniels Heisman Trophy winner last year.
The Heisman Trophy ain't not gonna win no championships.
Okay. All right. So you stuck on it. All right, we're gonna let you ride with that. The president said Brian Kelly is gonna have burnt hind corners.
You gotta have burnt hind quarters.
All right, on to
He's
the
always
next
been
topic.
average.
Red, be ready. Your guy, Chris Sale of the Atlanta Braves, wins the NL Cy Young Award. Go with it.
News. I mean, we all know. I'm sorry. This is bittersweet news. We all know Chris Sale pretty much had one of his best seasons as a pitcher, and definitely one of the best Braves season as a pitcher. Becoming our 8th Cy Young winner and doing it in a triple crown year. Best ERA, most strikeouts, best most wins, 2 wins, strikeouts, and ERA. Triple crown for the Braves. I only call it bittersweet, Rev, because we didn't get to see him pitch in the playoffs, and we really needed outing from Chris Sale to save us. But the fact that he had this great season but couldn't just play it in the playoffs, that kind of left me a little bittersweet, because we all know, man, you want the best pitcher. You need all your top pitchers when the playoffs start. The fact that we didn't have him, that kind of hurt us. But great season again, Chris Sale. I hope you come back next year and do the same thing, and this time actually pitch in the playoffs. I'm a little sad now that I didn't get to see the 1-2 punch of you and Freed go on the playoff run with us. But I mean, hopefully we'll make it up with maybe the 1-2 punches of I was trying to try that time. Good job, Chris Sale. Go Braves.
Coach.
Yeah, Sale came in and did what everybody wanted him to or expected him to. Came in and pitched well and kept the Braves in the playoff, to the playoffs. I mean, you can't argue his performance, and the thing about it is, hopefully he can have that same success next year, and he can get help from Spencer Strider coming back probably in the middle of the year, maybe earlier than that, and help the Braves get back to the playoffs.
Armani.
Yeah, I mean, like Red said, it's kind of bittersweet because he didn't get to pitch in the playoffs. But I mean, when you lead the NL in 225 strikeouts, I mean that's pretty impressive. And then if you going out last year, and then you come back and you do this, I mean, it just speaks volumes. They can just all put it together. I mean, it'll be Braves got a championship team. They can all everybody can stay healthy and put it together. But congratulations, Chris Sale, you deserve it.
All right, let me see if Reverend Nathan got anything on this particular topic. VP says, well earned, Miss Sale into Red and Armani's point. It's bittersweet, man. We need you to do it in the playoffs. That's why it was hard for me to celebrate him being the Cy Young Award winner, because I need to see him step up and be that primetime pitcher in the playoffs. So hopefully he'll stay healthy enough in the regular season and the postseason to pitch when it really matters. All right, on to the next topic. Or is there another comment? Alexis Hill said Chris Sale saved the Braves season, definitely deserved it. Alex got a steal in that deal. All right. On to the next topic. Embiid versus Maxey. Sixers hit rock bottom. There was a players meeting within the Sixers organization in Miami after they took that L against Memphis. I'm sorry. And no, it was in Miami. I'm sorry, where they had the issue. They did lose the next game against Memphis, but Maxey called Embiid out and said, "Sir, you need to get to team activities on time. That's part of helping the culture be better." So, what says you, Coach, about Maxey calling out Embiid? Go.
Well, Maxey pretty much is telling him like it is. You are one of the keys to us having success going to the season. And you want to play this victim, this moody, I play what I want to, I'm not healthy, I'm not this. You never have been healthy. But at least when you are healthy, you can get on the floor and play. And Maxey didn't have any reason not to call him out. He did him right. The probably spark a fire in a team that's the worst team in basketball right now, trying to get him to play ball. He got too much talent with Paul George. Well, Paul George can't stay healthy either, but they got too much talent out there for the Sixers to be losing like this. So he did right to call him out.
Red.
Whatever Maxey said is true. Yeah, dude, you got to get called out. I mean, you're supposed to be the leader of the team, making the most money, dominant force, and you're not even showing. You can't even be on time. You hurt already, so you're not even performing on the court. Least you can do is show up for the team functions and all the team activities on time, ready to represent the organization. Dude, this is your job. And I know a lot of players don't recognize this because all they doing is looking at the money that they making and whatnot. But dude, you guys work for a company, okay? This is your job. You get a paycheck to become. You don't run, okay? You run nothing. You're not in charge of it, okay? You don't do nothing. You get paid by a boss or owner signs your check. You work for the organization. When it functions and activities are bound, you have to be there. And you're supposed to be there on time and up with the most upbeat attitude. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry at all. You guys are making too much money to be having these little issues that really can be solved by just being there, being somebody dependable and accountable. So good job, Max, for calling out Embiid. I wish more players on the team would call out the superstars for warranty.
Armani.
It's time to trade Embiid. It's time to trade him. I'm getting, as a Sixers fan, it's annoying when your best player don't want to do right. First, you don't want to do right, and then you hurt all the time. I'm tired of trying to fix the Sixers with bubblegum and paper clips. It's time to blow this whole team up and keep Maxey and the young players around him and build it from there. It's just time. I'm sorry, we done tried it so many times. We done tried Harden. We done tried PG. We done tried everything. It's time to cut our losses, trade Embiid, and focus on the players that want to be here and that can stay healthy. It's just time. But he is right. He is right. Tyrese Maxey right for calling out your star player because he's getting too entitled. And then the fans of Philadelphia are getting fed up. So, and I'm getting fed up. So this is time. Cut ties.
Joe Black says, whoever leaked the info from the team meeting that was supposed to be a closed-door meeting was wrong. The president says his name shall be Embiid Simmons. The president said, as far as Max is concerned, don't hate the messenger. Joe Black said, I do agree with what Maxey said. Alexis Hill says Sixers got some internal issues right now. This may very well derail their season. They're supposed to be a possible threat to the Celtics. The coach is going to say, go ahead and send him to Golden State.
No.
No.
Yeah, you really want that. Hey, you want me to go to state? Good luck.
Well, I think Maxey was definitely on point. If he has been late to team activities, I think Joel Embiid set the tone for the Sixers season to be what it is by not being prepared to play when the season started. He had no business playing in the Olympics, especially after being hobbled in the playoffs last year. His priority was more about him rather than the team that's paying him a lot of money.
Yep.
He should have been upset that against the Knicks, he was only like 65%. He should have dedicated himself to getting healthy. Going to play exhibition basketball is not helping his cause, and he's already got a lot of miles on that fragile body. It's a big body, but very fragile. So he did not do the Sixers any favor, and it's clear that he's not a true leader, which has also helped with the Sixers record being what it is. The VP says Embiid is an embarrassment to big men everywhere. Major letdown. All right.
I think I'm leaning with.
Go ahead, Red.
Yeah, I'm leaning with Vince. Major disappointment. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that real quick. Yeah, I was an Embiid fan, but after just what I'm seeing, it seemed like you know what, Rev, seemed like he put all his faith and dedication to winning that NBA MVP, and now that he got it, I don't even think he cares anymore. I just don't even think he cares anymore. He got an MVP.
Trading.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna win with him in Philadelphia. Now I don't know wherever you send them to, they'll probably fool themselves and they're thinking they're gonna win. But yeah, dude, Shaq is right. You're not that type of big man. You're not a Dream. You're not a Shaq. You're not dedicated enough. You don't have enough dog in you. Like I said, maybe when you were healthier, but at this point now, it's just whatever with this kid.
So Armani, you talked about trading him. The problem is you're not going to get equal value. That's a big problem. And it made it harder to trade him because right after he went to the Olympics, he signed a 3-year contract extension. So
Red, you ain't get the memo?
What's that?
The cap don't exist in NBA.
No. I'm not worried about the cap right here.
Oh.
And it does matter now because they put these extra taxes.
Right.
If you're over the payroll. So that's why certain teams are making certain decisions. But what I'm more so focusing on is that you're not going to get equal value for MB because his contract is lengthy. Who wants to give you somebody on par with Embiid when probably Embiid won't be much for you in the next 2 to 3 years?
Right.
Because of his injury history.
Right.
The other thing is he's not a leader. And he's always hurt. So who are you going to give away that's going to be meaningful to the Sixers? That's the biggest problem that they have.
Maybe Minnesota want to part ways with Rudy Gobert. The way Ant-Man was looking at him the other night, maybe Ant-Man can take on Embiid and let Rudy go to Philadelphia. I don't know. I'm thinking of something now. It looked like Ant-Man was though.
Embiid needs to go to a team that has that guy with that alpha personality. So like what the coach's corner said, Embiid would flourish in a place like Golden State. I think he would do well playing with somebody like Anthony Edwards, where there's already somebody who's an alpha personality. Like I think Embiid would do well with somebody like the Memphis Grizzlies because they got Ja Morant. He just can't stay healthy. But he needs to play with somebody like that.
Coach, you asking him to come to Golden State, man, and step on his last legs. I mean, you don't know what that team gonna look like. And if you think you can depend on Embiid to carry you in the post-Steph years, You fooling yourself. Yeah, Steph was like maybe 5 years younger and he had a wild left, but that's the last person. What you say? Didn't you say you wanted the guy in Milwaukee coach? Stick with the guy in Milwaukee. That's the guy you probably want to go to State, not no Embiid. I promise you, coach, you don't want no Embiid in Golden State.
Coach's Corner says that's why you send him to Golden State, where you don't ask him to carry the team and send TJD to Philly. Come on, man. You got to send a lot more than TJD.
What? You think that's all? You think that's all that you gonna be able to give up in Trace Davis?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you guys send a boatload of draft picks plus him to make that run. Tyree is definitely the leader of the Sixers.
TDJ.
Embiid is definitely a beta. Nothing wrong with that. Just recognize Ja would wind up shooting Embiid.
Oh my gosh.
Lord. Are we accused of Ja
Break
being
yourself,
gangster?
fool.
All right, on to the next topic. Dalton Connect shines. He shines. Let me cue the music up. And then I think we're on Red. We'll start with you, Red. I forgot where we are in the rotation. That was funny, man. That was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Go ahead, Red. Dalton Connect. Talk about Dalton. Go.
Shoot him.
About Vince, man. But thankfully, Vince, Dalton Connect won't be getting shot by LeBron and AD anytime soon, because he is shooting his way into a fan favorite in LA. So not shot, but shooting. Okay. Yeah, man. That was a great performance by Dalton Connect. And it was an NBA Cup game, a game you really needed. Yeah, good game, Dalton Connect. Me and Red was talking before the season, and we said if this kid gave us anything, well, Red was saying, I just agree. But well, they said, but we wasn't discussing if this kid gave us anything. That man, Lakers might get that ring 18 quicker, sooner than later. And man, he's doing more than I couldn't even imagine. I mean, he's moved into the starting lineup now. They put D-Lo on the bench and said, Dalton Connect, you started. Oh man. I mean, the guy that we got 3 guys that can drop 30 and poor Austin Reeves. Don't get jealous of him, Reeves. We still need you, dog. But missing those 2 free throws at the line, keep on doing that, and we're going to ship your butt to Atlanta somewhere. But, Reeves, you still a part of the team. You don't got to worry right now. It's D-Lo and Gabe Vincent that got to worry about being shipped out. But Dawson Connect, he is part of us now. He is already a true Laker. That's how you do it. You show out in front of the fans, Dawson Connect. West Side Connect, Rev. Ring 18 loaded, baby. We can't have games like we had the other night now when we missing them free throws at the end. Because you're right. I hate that blew our chance for 7 wins in a row. But get back on track with Denver tonight. Let's go, baby. I'm feeling good about this Lakers team, Rev. The Dawson and West Side Connect is part of that reason.
Coach, jump in there.
I'm trying to get over that last statement. I can't believe you saying that. Connect was, I'm still trying to figure out the 17 general managers who sat there, watched this kid playing college, and the first thing they talk about, well, he might be too old. Okay. The NBA has some old people in it, but you know, you passed up on this kid who was doing it at Tennessee on both ends, and you allowing them other picks. And I can rattle off some of those other picks. Alex Sarr. I mean, where you want me to go? I can go through a bunch of them. That Connect should have been picked before. So they better leave Connect 4 alone. He's gonna be all right.
Armani, go.
Yeah, Dalton connecting on them threes, tying the rookie record. I mean, it's impressive. Now, I'm not sure how they're gonna game manage him, but if Austin Reed, like Red was saying, Austin Reed's keep having those hiccups. I mean, hey, you got somebody behind you that want to play, that want to be there. So I think he's going to be fine. I think the Lakers are definitely going to be a contender this year for a championship if they can keep up these young guys keep stepping up. People like Dalton Connect keep stepping up. And, hey, I think the sky's the limit. I know it's early in the NBA season, but, hey, this is a boost for the Lakers. I mean, this show's promise. So, yeah, Dalton Connect, keep doing your thing, man.
All right, let's do Rubber Night Nation talking about. The VP says the aerial shot by Dalton's Air Force was impressive. If I'm Bronny, I follow Dalton's workout regimen. Austin Reed should have adopted the old John Barry style of shooting free throws. Nothing shameful about it. Listen, Bronny can adopt Dalton's Connects regime, shoot regime, dribbling regime, passing regime. He could adopt it 24/7, 365 days of the year, and still be Bronny James. Let's stop, please. We are not going to keep hope alive for Bronny James. We're not going to do it. No. We're just not going to do it. Bronny is who he is. He's not going to become a better shooter. He's not going to become a better ball handler. He's not going to become a better passer. He's not going to get taller. He's not going to get stronger. He's not going to get better. Bronny is who he's going to be. If Bronny was going to be that dude, he would have been that dude before he got, in quotes, drafted into the NBA. Where he got LeBron. I'm going to say, let's start saying it this way. He got LeBron into the NBA. He didn't get drafted. He got LeBron. All right. So we won't even say draft. He got LeBron into the NBA. So anybody expect Bronny to get better, you need to stop playing yourself.
Rev, I'm about to do you like you did on Barbershop. Leave Bronny James alone. Just leave him alone. Like they said, leave R. Kelly alone. Leave Bronny James alone. He there. He ain't going nowhere. Leave him alone. He's okay.
How are we gonna leave him alone when he scored 4 points and 6 points in a G League game, and you try to tell me he's a major, he's a guy who's supposed to get drafted to the NBA?
Okay, what about the guy that got drafted before him? You ain't hearing nothing about them.
They also don't have 4-year contracts guaranteed at $4 million a year. That's why you can't leave Bronny alone.
Okay, Rev, I'm gonna ask you this question because you're an intelligent fella. Okay. If Michelle played basketball and you were able to get her in the WNBA, would you?
I mean, that doesn't matter. If she's not good enough, I'll at least own up to it.
I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying.
But that's not the point. The point is nobody is here. You're having two different discussions. I'm not getting on LeBron using his influence to get his son into the NBA. That's not the argument. You're telling me to leave a professional alone. What professional? Professional. He get paid to do a job. This is why we got a sports show, right, Coach? Because we talk about professionals.
Yeah.
So then if we leave Bronny alone, we might as well leave everybody else alone.
I tell you what.
That's what we do on Saturday mornings. We talk about professionals.
On another note, while you talking about that.
No, we're going to stay on that note. No. We're going to stay on that note. That's why we do a show. That's why we got 352 episodes. Because we've been talking about professionals. We weren't talking about Bronny when he was playing for Sierra Canyon. We were talking about him when he was playing high school basketball. He was forced on us. So that's why we are not going to leave Bronny James alone on this show, because we don't leave nobody else. Like how many times we left Russ alone that you didn't get mad?
I'm staying in the NBA though. Vice President is Rick Barry, not John Barry shooting free throw.
Oh, can we? Hey,
Coach.
So
Bron,
y'all.
He is who he is, and we just gonna leave it at that. He ain't gonna get if he wanted to get better, he would have got better already.
He ain't come to my camp.
He don't need to be in the NBA. He ain't in the NBA, coach. He not getting talked about. He does not belong in the NBA. And the fact that his dad allowed for this to happen and put him in this position, well, I mean, it's the position you put him in. He's like they say, he's a professional player. He don't get talked about. He can save all this by telling his dad, this may not be the path I need to take. My skills aren't as good as yours. I mean, it's another path I can take with my life. And why he hasn't had this discussion with his father, I have no idea. Why has he allowed himself to be out here in this public eye, facing this public scrutiny? Because the Rev, you know, like I know, that Bronny knows that, dude, he is not that good. He knows himself he ain't that good. But he's like, man, look, my dad got me this contract. I'm getting paid. I'm gonna play this thing out, and wherever it go, fine. Wherever it don't go, fine. I'm good. At the end of the day, I'm gonna inherit this major empire. At the end of the day, I got basically Ewing oil coming to me. Bronny, you are Gary Ewing with a major inheritance coming to you. You can sit back, have fun, get drunk, and have these wild affairs. You ain't got to worry about nothing, dude, because you know one day you got an empire coming, baby. So, look, it is what it is, but as long as he a member of this team, coach, he going to be facing public scrutiny, and it ain't going to stop.
Yeah, and the other piece is, look, Bron, you can't talk about social media being negative, talking about taking a break. Like, I'm a LeBron guy, everybody knows it, but LeBron's starting to get on my nerves. You're going to sit up here and talk about social media so negative, but you forget he used social media being negative by posting that stuff, and if I cursed, I would use another expression, that stuff about your son being better than half the NBA. He used social media to plant that seed, to get people to put Bronny on their radar.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden, a year later, social media is too negative. Now he wants to take a vacation, and a lot of the negativities he's experiencing is because his son is trash. Not as a person, but as an NBA player. He's terrible. Matter of fact, the VP said, we reaching, Reverend Doctor. Let's say a prayer over him. He doesn't need Jesus. He needs a Moses miracle. No way Bronny gets to see the land of milk. He will be out the league in 5 years. He said Bronny needs to go sell Middle Eastern cologne outside.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
He said Smush Parker.
Man, he ain't even, man. I think Smush better than him, Vince. Because Smush played on the team with Kobe. Do you honestly think Kobe would allow a guy like Bronny on the team? Boy, if Kobe saw a guy like Bronny at training camp and they said, this guy is going to be on the regular team, for real, can you imagine the look Kobe would have gave somebody if they had said, this guy is going to be part of the regular team? What?
And here's the truth.
I know a high schooler right now that's better than Bronny
off of franchises because he tried to win a championship. Bronny couldn't even make the summer league squad. He wouldn't want Bronny nowhere near the team. Ain't no way in the world Bronny is helping the Lakers anytime soon to win a championship unless you create him on NBA 2K and you make him a lot better than what he is. That's
right.
the only way
he need all the badges. You got to buy all the VC.
Man, Rev, you gonna be going into the skill thing. You know, when you up it up to 89 and 90, you gonna have to take it all the way to the high.
Yeah, all
But
the way
Brandon
up.
can look good on that game, boy. Ooh, boy. Hey, if you playing with Brandon on NBA 2K, you just doing it for the stacker. You just love the family.
You have to buy $400
ain't
worth
playing
of
with
PC just to get them to a 90.
Real.
Yeah.
Remember,
Man.
you were the
Hey,
one.
Armani, he gonna be on, you know, the little players that they be like at the end, where they be like the RES, that mean I guess resolution player. Brandon is gonna be in the RES players. Yeah, he don't even thought about to be on the regular squad. If you put Brandon on the squad, they gonna give you that little notice. You know the little notice they give you, like, why are you swapping minutes with him?
Real, remember.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, hey man, y'all ain't no good. Y'all ain't no good.
You the one, Rev, that revitalized your boy career on NBA 2K. So anything possible. What was that guy that you had that was
Jonathan Kamunga. Jonathan Kamunga is a legit NBA player, coach. Come on.
Yeah, legit.
Come on now. Stop. Doggone Bronny ain't no legit G League player. Oh my God.
I mean, dude, awful. Have y'all seen his G League stats? I mean, his G League stats. I mean, I thought he would at least do something in the G League. They got some guy in the G League for the Lakers that they begging to bring up to the real squad, and I'm like, man, Brandon ain't even out playing him.
Right, and see, that's Coach Corner about to come for you. Coach said, "Don't talk about Kamunga."
Talk about Kamunga.
Caitlin Clark just scored over Brady again.
Hey, I told you, Rev, Juju went to the same school with Brandy. And if you ask Juju, right, my man, she went to both of the schools with Brandy, USC and Sierra Canyon. And if you ask Juju, man, you know Brandy went to the same school you, she'd probably be shocked. Like, what?
Man,
I remember him playing.
Juju whoop up on Bronny in a one-on-one. I got my money on Juju.
No.
Yeah, mine too.
Bronny's stronger than them girls, but they're definitely in their sport.
Juju got the muscle up.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's try to get to this last topic, man.
Yeah. Enough about Brandon. We can't stay all day talking about G League. Well, both they can't even.
Man, we ain't gonna try to do. Let's just have a candid conversation about this last topic. We just jump in when you get in. Danny Dimes released by the Giants. We kind of saw the end of the road coming at some point. We didn't expect it to be this soon. We didn't expect the Giants to continue to pay for somebody that they shouldn't have given the bag to in the first place. I think, and from my personal opinion, the Danny Dimes scrutiny, very warranted over the years. It was enlarged because Saquon is having a season for the ages in Philadelphia, which is one of the Giants' rival teams. And the Giants paid Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley, which made Saquon, in the Giants' eyes, expendable, and now he's balling out with their division rival. And I think this is what exacerbated the Giants to basically say, we got to bench him, and they were trying to diminish them. Like, when you bench him and make him fourth string, that's just basically like, look, there's no way we getting you back on this field.
You suck.
So what do you all think about his release? Do you think he's going to catch on with somebody before the end of the season? What are your thoughts? Anybody jump in there?
I think that whoever the Giants owner is, for the GM, this is a fireable offense. This gets you all the way from strike one to strike three. You about to be like the Jets. You about to be out of here. Because you let this subpar quarterback shape your future. And now you're in a position to where, yes, you can go up and draft a quarterback now, but I mean, you mortgage the future and banking it on this guy who hasn't shown you anything and has never showed you anything. He made one good playoff run and got beat in the first round, and that was partly on Saquon in that defense. It wasn't because of Daniel Jones. So now that you've done this and you're in this position, for one, the GM, you go. I'm sorry. You about to be on the you need to update your resume. You're gonna be up there with Douglas, the Jets GM. Because let's be honest, the Giants fan base is almost as bad as the Eagles. They're not used to losing, and they're not gonna lose for long, and they're not gonna put up with it but for so long. That's how that fan base is in New York as Giants fans. So with that being said, Danny Dimes, he's probably gonna go to some team like I can't say Minnesota. Somebody like maybe
Raiders.
I don't know where he would go. I honestly don't. You said the Vikings?
Raiders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Raiders or somebody. He'll be a bridge quarterback to somebody else. So y'all pretty much pulled a Falcons Desmond Ridder, thinking that this guy was going to be a franchise. The only mistake we didn't make is that we didn't pay him. So now that you're in this position, go ahead and yeah. I mean, because I can't believe you let Saquon go. Now he's balling out on a better team, and he deservedly so. So Giants, whatever you get, you deserve, because that was a stupid business decision.
All right, anybody else want to jump in?
Yeah, I mean, you just can't get worse. No more questionable than letting Saquon go after signing Danny Jones, giving Danny Jones the bag. Saquon was your franchise guy. He was the best player on your team. You always take care of the best players on your team first. I don't care what the quarterback is doing. There we go, man. Back to what we always say about the quarterback. All this market value crap. I don't care if the quarterback is not a Mahomes type. If he's not a valuable piece to your operation, and we all know Daniel Jones was not a valuable piece. He was a game manager, pretty much. He was managing the game. That's as best as he could ever hope to do. And with the scheme they had, with the team they had, Saquon Barkley was the most valuable piece to the offense, and you did not you didn't put that as an important thing to do as in locking up Saquon. You made locking up Daniel Jones, you made that more of a priority than taking care of Saquon. And not only did it cost you Saquon in the end, it cost you seasons, 2 losing seasons. It's costing you your quarterback now. It's costing you embarrassment, turmoil. Now you're going to be at the top of the draft. And who knows, it might cost you your coach too. Because we know John Mara, we know how he is. He might say he's okay with Brian Daboll now. Then as soon as the season over with Brian Daboll, you're fired. And they'll just start over, because we know for a fact that the Giants going to be in the quarterback market coming into this new season. So if you're going to get a new quarterback, why not just get a new team, new coach, new scheme? I mean, you're starting over. So, I mean, that decision pretty much put all of these guys' jobs in jeopardy. And like I said lots of times, you want to up close look at how more foolish the Giants are. Take a look at Hard Knocks on HBO, and they'll detail how foolish that organization was. Why you would want to film that right there, film your off season where you letting the best player of your team go. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, these 2 New York NFL teams, you're looking bad right now. You're looking worse than the Yankees and Mets 2 years ago. So you better get it together, because you know how New York is. They're not gonna handle losing for long. They're gonna be pretty much targeting all you guys. You guys not gonna want to talk. You guys gonna be hiding in the city. The media gonna be on you so hard. So, like I say, but I do think Danny Dimes will pick himself up, Rev. I think he'll land with a team, and Giants better hope he don't land with the Cowboys in a week or two, because that's who they play on Thanksgiving, and it would be so not for the Cowboys to pick up Danny Dimes this week and then have him to play the Giants on Thanksgiving and then beat them. So the Giants, Danny Dimes is out there to be had. I just hope he don't come back to bite you. But with this talent, I don't have to worry too much about that. So, yeah, bro, they embarrassed him this week big time. They had him running the practice squad. They said they had him at safety. He wasn't even a quarterback of a practice squad. They said they had him playing defense on the practice squad. And on top of that, I heard in the locker room that the coach ripped his captain emblem off his jersey in front of everybody. So I'm not sure how much that story is true, but if it did happen, I can definitely understand why Danny went up to the front office and asked for his release, because he's not putting up that type of disrespect.
That's what the coach's corner was just saying, Reb. He said, you can't blame him. You not only bench me, but you try to put me on defense. And at first, without having that context, I was like, are you kidding me that this dude just gets what he wants? He doesn't have to sit there and suffer the humiliation of just being benched. But when you take it to like they were trying to destroy him at the end of the day.
Right.
When you're trying to put him on defense and all that stuff, it was almost like, look, we just want you to quit. We want you to submit and get up out of here. And now that's why I don't have any gripes about Danny Jones wanting to get out of there, because they were basically trying to finish him, and that's going too far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we understand he didn't have the talent. He wasn't that good for you, but don't try to embarrass this man and kill his manhood. He hasn't come off as this bad guy. It's not like he's talking trash about the team or the coach or acting selfish and thing. I mean, be respectable. Okay, he's not winning games. Okay, we're going to bench him. We're going to move on. But yeah, don't try to embarrass the guy. Don't try to take away his manhood. Don't try to just humiliate him like that. All that is not warranted. So I'm with you, man. That's just, you're going too far with that. If you want to cut him, just cut him. You don't have to embarrass him or humiliate him and all that.
Yeah, I think that Brian Daboll, who is the head coach.
Yeah, I think he needs to go.
I'm not going to say that he needs to go, but he needs to do some self-reflecting. I'm going to be honest. The only reason that he got the Giants job was on the hands of Nick Saban and Bill Belichick.
Josh Allen.
Because I don't think he was. I don't think that he was even ready for the job. Truth be told, yes, he did decent in Buffalo. However, I don't think that. I think they threw him in. I think that he got that job too soon. I just don't think that he was ready to be a head coach as of yet. That's just because first of all, you went from you already went from college to the pro in a year, and then you've been in the pro as a coordinator 2 years, and then you go to the Giants, and now all the stuff is starting to blow up in your face. It just screams you might not have been ready because you haven't had any promise. So that's my personal opinion. I think that he got the benefit of the doubt with the buddy system. That's just my personal opinion, though.
I'm gonna have to push back against that, Armani, because how many times have we seen a coordinator do well and it's just one season and then they get a job? We saw that with the Philadelphia Eagles. When the Philadelphia Eagles went to the Super Bowl, both of their coordinators got jobs. And it wasn't like Philadelphia had years of success. They just had 1 year where they went to the Super Bowl, both their offense and defensive coordinator went and got head coaching jobs. And Brian Daboll, was it year one or year two? I think it was year one. Didn't they make the playoffs under him?
Yeah.
And that's why they ultimately gave Daniel Jones, who he didn't want, a contract extension, because Daboll actually saved Daniel Jones by coaching him up.
Oh, I thought the reason he stayed was because of Daboll.
Well, Daboll coached him up.
No, you said he didn't want. So
Daboll really did not want Daniel Jones.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's one of those situations where you got a play with the hand you've been dealt.
Got it.
I mean, think about it. You go from seeing Josh Allen in practice every day to seeing Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I get it.
And you think you're gonna win a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's like going from, and no disrespect to Buick, but that's like going from a Bentley, driving a Bentley to a Buick. It just don't happen.
It just don't happen. Yeah.
You know, so he was just in a bad Brian Daboll been in a bad situation. And Brian Daboll, I think, being in that bad situation, knowing that his job has been scrutinized, he's like, finally, we're at a place where we gotta he Mortal Kombating.
He under evaluation.
He's like, finish him. So he's like, we're gonna take everything. We're gonna take his captainship from him. We're gonna take him off offense, so he'll never have a chance to be our quarterback again. We're gonna try to start his career on defense, knowing that he's trying to finish him.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's my frustration, because Dayball's been looked at like he's some scrub as a coach.
Yeah.
But why the Giants mad at him? Y'all the one that paid him all that money.
Agreed.
But hey, he's Daniel Jones. It was right, you know, with all the things they try to do to him to ask for his release. So now he can go out, and I guarantee you within the next couple of months or so, maybe a little longer, he's gonna be a backup or a starting quarterback for the Hamilton Thundercats. Just stay tuned. He's gonna be there. CFL.
So, Coach, you say he got released to go to the Canadian Football League.
He's gonna be starting.
Wow. All right, gentlemen, man, we've been on this show for a while. We got to go to these NFL picks. Let's go and look at where we are. A matter of fact, before we do that, man, there's some interesting scores going on in college football, man. It's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Red, Massachusetts is tied with Georgia in the second quarter, 7-7. Indiana's tied with Ohio State, 7-7, 141 away from halftime. Miami's up 6 against Wake Forest at halftime. Ole Miss in Florida, 2 minutes away from halftime, tied 14-14. Rutgers up 10-9 with 14 seconds left before halftime. It is crazy out there in these college football streets.
What did we say? What did we say, Rev? Parity is here.
Yeah.
Parity.
I know Georgia better boost that score.
Nigga lying, man. Come on. Massachusetts.
They start like Coach Jones, they start too slow. They start very slow.
Listen here,
and Kirby.
I'm gonna say
Kirby and that defensive coordinator, man. Kirby, if you don't trust these guys to coach, why are you hiring these guys? I mean, stop hiring people if you don't trust them.
Yeah,
stop
Glenn
quarterback.
Because he was about to. It seemed like he wanted to do something to Schumann. What was that? Two weekends ago? I was like, oh man, Kirby about to get suspended.
I mean, he was on the sideline a minute ago, just all up in his grill. Schumann trying to call out the play. Kirby right there in his face. What you doing? Come on, man. Like, Kirby, let the man do his job. You didn't trust him like that. Why don't you run the defense then? Stop hiring all these.
See, Georgia just went up 14-7.
See, Lane Kiffin learned the hard way. He started going to the play box. He ain't dealing with that stuff.
Yeah, 4th down and 4. I mean, barely.
Let me say this, Red. I'm a little nervous about this game on Friday.
What game?
Friday.
This might be the year Georgia Tech might pick up Georgia if Carson Beck has one of his poor games.
If you had one of his the games on Friday?
Yep. It's on Friday.
Okay. Are they in Atlanta or are they in Athens?
They're in Athens.
Oh, so they playing on Black Friday. They playing day after Thanksgiving.
Day after Thanksgiving, yep.
What time? What time, Real?
It's a night game.
I gotta work.
They play
7:30.
7:30.
Wow.
On Friday night.
7:30 on at my job next week. I'll be watching the game. Okay, well, I think, well, yeah, if Carson Beck don't turn the ball over, we ain't gonna lose no game. But yeah, if you come out, I mean, if you play like that against anybody, don't worry. That's what I'm saying. He got me on the edge of my seat, just like the Falcons defense. Falcons defense play like that,
Yeah.
we can lose to anybody. And if Carson play bad, we can lose to anybody. So,
Does Georgia get hurt if they win this game 14-7?
we win the game, we good. I just want to
The
get
win, it will hurt them in movement with the seedings. It also depends on who wins and who loses, but they won't get kicked out of the rankings for the college football. They won't get kicked out.
You got a lot of teams that's probably gonna get upset today, coach. So if we beat Massachusetts, but some other teams lose or be upset, then that ain't gonna hurt us. Matter of fact, it might help us because some other teams lose. So I just want to win. I don't even think about how much we win by matters. But like I say, it's parity now. So you can win by 3. Just get that win and hope that somebody else above you loses, which I'm hoping happens today.
All right, gentlemen, let's go right into these picks, man. This is where we are. Coach, man, you're sitting pretty right now. Coach is up by 7 games. 7-game lead over me. He has a 9-game lead over Armani and a 13-game lead over Red. So that's where we are in the standings.
All right, Coach. What type of steak you want, baby?
No, I'm gonna ask Armani a question. Armani, here's a hint, and you heard it from me first. Watch this now. If you pick everybody red pick, you don't have to pay.
That's so childish, though. That is not in good faith. That is so childish.
That's wild.
He got a point, though.
He's not gonna do it though, so I'm, it's
well, Red want me to pay anyway because he know I'm a generous giver. So
the Lord loves a cheerful giver.
Yeah, we love somebody who pay their debt. Yeah, you know what I mean. Folks I don't bet games with and they don't pay.
Red want me to pay anyway.
And
Rev know he can get a to-go plate when I pay.
The Lord loves.
So
the Lord loves Armani Newsoms.
You right around the corner in Charlotte, so hey.
Yeah, I might come down.
Payment to him personally.
Might have to come down there this year. Y'all ain't but 3.5 hours away now.
All right, we're gonna start this pick, man. Let me get some pick'em music. Armani, you're gonna pick first. No, Coach goes first. He picks first because he always ain't no need to ask him the question. I'm gonna save my oxygen this week. Because he always say, I'll go first. I'll go first. So we don't need to waste oxygen.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear the music?
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear it on my end, but it's up, so we'll just go with it. Coach, first game up. Lions versus the Colts. Who you rolling with?
Well, the Lions gonna win, but not because the Anthony Richardson story is gonna look good on paper, the redemption tour, but you ain't beating the Lions.
All right, Armani, who you got?
I got the Lions. Colts they do all right when they play subpar teams, but they start getting to the upper echelon in the NFL, and they start choking. So let me get the Lions.
Ray, who you got?
Definitely Detroit. Whether it was Flacco or Richardson, they wouldn't be able to beat Detroit. They just a buzzsaw right now. If a team gonna beat them, it ain't gonna be no Indy. It ain't gonna be this Indy team. So Lions.
All right, I'm making it unanimous with the Lions going on the road to defeat the Colts. Rep Night Nation, those who still left, feel free to put in your picks, and we'll put them up in just a moment. On to the next one, Armani. You're up. Vikings versus the Bears. This game is in Chi-Town.
Let me get the Bears. I think they lost last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll bounce back at home. Let me get the Bears.
All right. You going with Caleb. Red, you going with Caleb as well, or you going with Sam Darnold?
My other twin.
Well, no, I'm having some bad luck with Armani's twins these days, so I'm not gonna go with his twin. I'm gonna go with who they playing? Vikings. I'm gonna go with Sam Darnold. I don't know if he got a twin or not, but Sam Darnold. Most of them going with the Vikings. It's just Justin Jefferson and the defensive coordinator. I don't have too much faith in Darnold, but they'll beat the Bears.
I'm going to go with Armani with the Bears. Caleb Williams looked a lot better last week, played a cleaner game. Former running back for the University of Georgia Bulldogs, Thomas Brown, has become his offensive coordinator, and he looked like he kind of calmed Caleb to get the ball out of his hands, and then also uses athleticism. Once he counts to 3, get gone or get the ball out of his hands. And I like what I saw out of the Chicago Bears. Seems like the Vikings are starting to trend downward, and it's going to be cold in Chicago. The Vikings are an indoor team. Chicago's outdoor team. So this is why I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears to beat the Vikings on tomorrow. Who you got, Coach?
The Bears. Sam Darnold's on that slide, so I'm going with the Bears.
Man, y'all leave me on the island.
All right. All right. Alexis Hill says the Lions. The VP got the Lions. Alexis Hill got the Vikings. And the VP has the Norsemen. I guess that's the Vikings.
The Vikings,
yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Red, it's on you, bro.
Okay.
49ers versus the Packers. Who you with?
Well, it's gonna be a good game, but don't give me the Packers. Niners didn't trust you last week. Don't trust you this. Well, no, I did trust you last week. And what did I take last week?
No, you didn't trust me. You picked the Seahawks to 1.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. I did trust you last week, and I still don't trust you now. So, come on, Packers. I told you, Niners ain't having no good season this year. All them Super Bowl losses, this thing is coming back to roost now. The Roosters are coming home to roost. All them deals you don't made, all them contracts you don't sign. Well, you gotta win it eventually for the Niners, or you're gonna have seasons like this, and this is what's happening. Next year ain't gonna be no better either. But Packers.
I'm joining you with the Packers. I'm joining with you with the Packers over the 49ers. I'm sorry, I got the wrong dope. Got dope, no coke in there. The 49ers got a lot of injuries.
No Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy will not be playing. They're going to the backup tomorrow. Also, Kittle is questionable. So we already know that the offense is going to be compromised. And the 49ers got to be at full strength to normally win. So I'm going to go with the Packers as well. I don't know what happened to Coach, but we'll move on to the next game. With that, Armani, you pick? I'm sorry, go ahead. What you
Packers.
got?
Packers.
You got Packers. All right. Next game on me. Cardinals versus Seahawks, man. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are home, but the Cardinals are playing great football. And so therefore it goes to a question, do I trust Kyler Murray or Geno Smith? Give me Kyler Murray for 500. I'm going to think that the Cardinals will continue with their winning ways, continue to lead the division. So I'm going with the Cardinals over the Seahawks, even though the Seahawks are at home. Who you got, Armani?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cardinals too. Every time I've been picking against them, I done lost. So let me try them one week. Let me go with the Cardinals.
Red, are you making it unanimous?
I'm making it unanimous. You got Geno sitting here with 11 interceptions. You got Kyler sitting here with just 2. Kyler is taking care of the ball at a much better rate than Geno is. And on top of that, I didn't take Geno in fantasy this week, so it don't really benefit me if you have a good game or not. So let's go Arizona.
All right, so you got Alexis Hill with the Packers. The VP says, not in Brock, I trust Packers in a close one. He's going against his squad. And Alexis Hill going with the Seahawks. All right. Next game, Armani, is on you. Eagles versus the Rams. Who are you rolling with? And I don't know if Miss Dana's still watching.
Eagles doing some good things now. They're on the up and up. But the Rams are on the up and up too. Very well coached by Coach Sean McVay. But I don't think it's going to be good enough this Sunday. Give me the Eagles.
Armani got the Eagles. Red. Who you rolling with?
I disagree with you, Armani. I think it might be good enough. Stafford's playing better than he's had all year long. He got his weapons back now, and Luka and Cup. Kyron Williams still running that ball. You still got McVay over there calling the plays. You at home. You still got something to play for. You still in the playoff hunt. This might be one of these games where Nick Sirianni's foolishness comes into effect. Maybe a call here, a call there, a dumb decision here, a dumb decision there. Leave the Rams hanging around just long enough to maybe steal this game in the end. Field goal, maybe a touchdown by Stafford in the end. I think the Eagles are primed for a letdown in SoCal. I'm taking the Rams. Rev, you with me?
Red, I like what you're talking. I'm going with the Rams as well. And the reason why I'm going with the Rams are two reasons. In addition to stuff that Red said, you all know I live on the East Coast now, and I do pay attention to sports talk radio. And it seems to me as if the fans have basically dismissed the Rams like they're trash.
What?
And I don't feel the same vibe from Eagles fans that they would normally have when they are playing against a formidable opponent. So that's number one. Number two, the Eagles have one of their best receivers not playing this game, and that's Devontae Smith. So now it gives the Rams a better chance to load up on Saquon and double A.J. Brown. And now you're making Jalen play handicap when he doesn't have one of his star receivers, and he doesn't normally play that well when he doesn't have his full set of skills players with him. So that causes me some reasons to caution the Eagles being able to pull out this game in Los Angeles. So that's why I'm going with the Rams.
And what pass rusher is playing the best out of all the young pass rushers out there? Your boy Jerry Verse from Florida State. Boy coming into his own.
For sure. All right. I think it's on Red.
Okay. Who's
Last
next?
game, Monday Night Football.
Uh-oh.
Ravens versus Chargers. Who you got?
Oh man, this is a tricky one right here, because not only does it have ramifications of their games and their division, it's got ramifications for my Falcons next week, because we play the Chargers next week, and now they're gonna have a short week, but they're gonna have a big game at home, brother versus brother, little brother versus big brother. And I tell you, real.
Oh yeah, the Harbaughs. That's right.
I think little brother just might get them, and I want little brother to get them. That way they won't be coming to my town next week being desperate for a win, because they would have already won on Monday Night Football. They feeling high, killing themselves. Yeah, you're going to be ready for an upset in the Beans next week, because you're going to be so high after beating your big brother on Monday night. And that's why I'm taking the Chargers, because they riding right now. They got a little momentum. I'm going to take little brother over big brother. Because big brother reeling a little bit. They had a bad loss. They lose to last week. Well, no, they lost Pittsburgh last week, and that's because they couldn't complete that 2-point conversion. Now I know Baltimore gonna be ready. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be close, and I'm gonna say the Chargers edge them in the end, Rev, by maybe a field goal. Both quarterbacks gonna play good games. Both defenses gonna be semi-solid, and I think the Chargers just edge the Ravens in the end for little brother to get a victory, feeling themselves, good week, and then they come to the Dome next week and get upset. Go Chargers, just for this week. Just so they can lose next week.
I'm going with the Ravens because I know Coach is going to go with the Chargers. So that's part of the reason why I got to go with the Ravens, because I need to try to pick up some games every now and then to inch my way back into the standings to win this thing so I can go back-to-back in the NFL. So I love the commentary that you gave, Red, but because this is more of a pick'em challenge pick for me rather than what's on the field, because I got to start doing the mathematics and I got to try to find some ways to get back in the game because coaches Steelers keep on defying the odds and they got at least 3 games for them up on me because I picked against them at least 3 times. So I got to find another way back here. So I'm going to pick the Ravens, and I'm at least being honest. This ain't got nothing to do with on the field. This has everything to do. I got to find some way to get back into this.
We understand. We understand. All right, what you got?
Coach, tell us why you go with the Chargers.
Oh, okay.
The Chargers actually got a lot of lowest points in the game, but as Baltimore showed, you play a team with a good defense like they did in Pittsburgh, they struggle. And Lamar Jackson, somebody needs to tell him, stop trying to throw the ball when you can still run, dog. Ain't nobody question you as a quarterback. You can run the ball. You know, but I'm going with the Ravens, Real. Surprise, surprise.
You go with the Ravens.
Yeah, I think they bounced back after that black and blue game against the Steelers. I think they bounced back.
All right, Armani, where you going with?
This is a tough one, but like the Harbaugh dad said, who's got it better than you, Jimmy? Nobody. Give me the Chargers.
All right, you going with the Chargers. What game did you leave off picking, Coach?
I get the 49ers over the Packers and the Cardinals over the Seahawks.
So you got the 49ers over the Packers.
The Cardinals over the Seahawks.
And then who you got? Eagles, Rams.
Eagles.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot my boy playing for the Rams. I made a think about that old Puka Nuka. And they had Los Angeles. The Eagles due for a letdown, but I'm gonna go with them anyway. I thought about the Rams, but I don't trust the Rams running game is not existing right now. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
All right, so Alexis Hill got the Eagles and the Chargers, and the VP going with the Ravens over the Chargers. All right, that ends our pick 'em, and we're getting towards the end of the show today. And you all know how we end it. You have the right. Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
Okay, I guess I'll do it. Lakers, you got the right to bounce back from that awful loss Thursday night, and we got the Nuggets tonight, and you got to win this one, baby. And I don't care if Joker back, and I don't care if he's feeling good from the birth of his second kid. Congratulations, though, to you and your wife on the birth of your second child. But Lakers, all them nostalgic feelings, y'all got to come out and get this victory tonight. We finally got a good start to the season where we won't have to be, you know how we've been doing lately, Real. We got to chase all year long because we so behind. Well, finally, we on top. And I want to stay on top. So we want to spend the whole year chasing and climbing. All we need to do is just stay consistent, and we'll be right there. Yeah, we're going to have a letdown or two, but like we did last night. But for the most part, stay right there within the top 4 picks of the West. And you beat the Nuggets tonight, and you can accomplish that. So let's go, Lakers. You got the right to win tonight, and to win Tuesday versus Phoenix, and to keep this thing going, because I got a good feeling about this season, and I don't need your free throw shooting costing us, okay? So let's go West Side Connect. Let's go LBJ. Let's go Anthony Davis having an MVP season. Cam Reddish with that defense, baby. Austin Reeves with the point. Let's go Lakers. D-Lo coming off the bench. I heard Rui gonna be back tonight, Real. So let's go Lakers. Let's keep this winning thing going. We didn't win 7 in a row, but I'll take 7 out of 8.
All right, who wants that next? Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
I'm gonna go next. Baltimore Ravens. I picked you in the pick'em because I want my standing to stay up. But you have the right to play a better ball game played against the Steelers. You don't get beat, but you can just play a better ball game.
All right. Armani, who has the right to do what, when, where, how?
Man, Falcons in this bye week, y'all have the right to fix the defense. Even if that means giving Jimmy Lake the shoe. In this bye week, please don't get beat. Please take advantage of it. And please fix the defense. Okay? And also, Alabama, y'all have the right to just dismantle Oklahoma tonight. Listen, we got to still prove that we are still Bama. So, yeah, make it happen.
I might. The shoes. God, dog.
Oh, my goodness.
Should have said the boot.
That would hurt worse.
Georgia, you have the right to handle business today. You need to put Massachusetts out of that misery pretty quickly. They let Massachusetts get ready to score 14. It'll be 21-14, but hopefully they'll have a good defense stand. But the game on Friday is going to be a tough one. And you have the right to continue your state dominance over Georgia Tech, which will propel you to get a good seeding in the college playoff. And who knows, you might even wind up in the SEC championship. But you got to rise up and play better football to be amongst the best of the best in college football and try to win your third championship out of 4 years. That concludes the Red and Red Sports Show for this week. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and chiming in, Reverend Knight Nation. Those of y'all who stayed with us for almost 3 hours, we appreciate you. Vice President, you on your post basically the whole show. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everybody. With that being said, we'll be back next week. Same Facebook page, same YouTube channel. Looking forward to having a great day of sports talk where we will talk about all professionals, inclusive of Bronny James.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and be blessed. All right? Don't eat too much. Appreciate you, Alexis. Thanks for staying for the whole show. Peace out, everybody.
And John Morant, don't kill. Don't kill. Oh.